Guys, it's our anniversary.
Anniversary.
It's our
An honor.
anniversary.
Anniversary.
Speaking of anniversary, by the way, everyone, some point of this stream today, we will be giving out a classic t-shirt with a design of your choice from our Redbubble store to one lucky viewer and follower here in the Prestige GC Twitch channel. So make sure you stay around for that. That's loud. Okay.
What's that?
My Spotify, which I use for music. So.
Oh, I was gonna say, I'm like, Ema just said happy anniversary. I mean, yeah, sure has an exclamation point, but it's not that loud.
I know. Oh man. By the way, expect some some audio issues because they done messed up my audio. There we go. So, where we last left off from our session of Prestige Encounters, you all had various visitors throughout your time that you've been back at the Flint and Steel. Sarah, you made a visit to the library of the Pillars, the organization of monks that had a branch in the city of Cataran. You also were visited by a minister of information from the Varlarian Empire's government, instructing you all that revealing the information that there was a dragon within the area south of Etri's Gate would be a negative impact on the morale of the citizens that they have been keeping very secretly from the many people who live in the Varlarian Empire. She also mentioned that Ember, your the Archmage of the Zalring College of Magic, Bulin Frail, was also the Minister of the Arcane, and through your kind of rebellious attitude towards this powerful figure, she kind of hinted, keep messing with me and something's gonna happen. The session ended with a figure entering the establishment and asking for a room. And this is where we're going to start. Jack, would you like to describe your character?
Sure. Okay. So, you see a 6 foot tall, handsome humanoid. He's got sharp features, high cheekbones. His hair's black, a little bit windswept. His eyes are gold. Yeah, he's got a little bit of a scar running down one eye. Very faint. He's wearing a wide brimmed black hat. And he's standing quite straight. He's wearing a long black cloak and a long black coat as well. And currently, he's tapping his finger at the desk. I'd like a room, please.
Champions of Cataran, what would you like to do?
Do we have any rooms?
Ah, do you work here?
Yeah, part-time, not full-time. I'm looking at, between jobs right now, but it's a little hard getting gigs right now, but it's whatever.
See, they're quite liberal with how they share things around here.
Yeah,
I hear this place serves absolutely phenomenal stale bread. Is that about true?
The stalest bread, I'll tell you what. But we do have a new form of bread, fresh bread. You should try that.
Fresh bread.
Paired with a sunny side egg with the yolk already broken.
You are having me on. Do you do that here?
Mm-hmm.
Well, innkeeper, I would be very happy to avail you of your fresh bread with sunny side up egg and a room and a drink.
Yeah, let me get someone who actually works here, though.
Oh.
It's at this point, Lumiscon, your appointed business manager, So that will be 5 silver for the night. The meal is included.
Ah. Very hospitable. 5 silver, before or after?
Preferably up front.
I see. Well, you seem like reputable chaps. DM, do they look like reputable chaps?
Make an insight check.
Will do.
What? You said his name was Lunas?
22.
Loomis Khan, it's the valet of Shada. 22. They seem a little, deceived and like they've just been through a large ordeal. A reminder to everybody who was in the last session that, Aiden confronted Mesra and blew up the Dwelver's Den in the process, and he and Mesra's bodies were not found. You all, rode on a polymorphed Ember as a T-Rex running down the streets. So you've been through a lot, and
I don't
Jack,
know if we
since
would
you-
do that.
Jack, also rolling 22, you did pass a woman with a shaved head and dark spiraling tattoos on her face and a line going down from her center of her left down to her chin with a tarantula on her shoulder. Very chilly vibes, like you just got this sense of cold as she walked by you. But as for the workers here, they seem a little unorganized, a little like ignorant to how to operate a business, but as far as honesty goes, this seems to be there.
5 silver, you say?
Indeed.
Here's 5 silver. There'll be another 10 silver for a good story. I'll eat my lunch first.
I hide. I proceed to hide.
I'll go take a seat somewhere.
Okay. Easy enough to find.
Mm-hmm. Is it crowded? Is it empty?
It's about early afternoon, mid-afternoon at this point. It's just like kind of the after lunch crowd. There is a halfling man with like this dark gray on the top, but like white on the sides, with a elf with white hair sitting at a table. The elf is wearing gold armor. It's very gaudy and bright. And he's kind of like sitting there with a stein in his hand, just talking with you see a human cleric, a guy with this like kind of reddish orange hair, and a tabaxi as well, kind of like sitting on the table talking to him. As you walk by,
as he's looking at them, from hiding, I crawl to the table that they're at, hoping he doesn't see me crawl to the table, and I join them, because I'm like, guys, this guy, I don't know about him. He paid for a room though, isn't that cool? Say something, Professor.
Wow, that is epic.
Aleph, one-on-one real quick.
What's up?
Should we invite him on your clique?
I'm sorry.
Our clique. Should we invite him?
What? Give me a reason why. Because
I don't know. He seems pretty edgy.
Edgy?
Yeah, isn't that our aesthetic?
Can I look at him like really hard, like really intensely,
make an
like really
attack roll.
evaluate? An attack?
Attack roll?
They say you want to
Oh.
slap
Oh, really?
him.
No, I want to look at him.
She
stare
said
at
she
him.
wanted to look at
Oh.
him really hard.
Oops.
Your eyes pierced right through him, causing 5 damage.
Oh my god.
Psychic damage.
So,
okay.
As you're doing so, I'll just sort of.
All right.
Me and Aleph are just
you
with
can finish
menus
up,
like
sure.
this.
Make a what?
You don't have to make anything. You can just look at them. It's fine.
Yeah.
Neat. I like the hat. I think if I could, I would wear hats. It's just a little too clunky for me. It has so
It's
much
a little
going on
hard
there.
with
Oh no,
But-
just knock a couple holes in the top there, and I'm sure you'll be able to get those to fit.
He heard us.
Oh, you
He
mean-
heard us. How is he hearing
Oh
us?
my God,
He's like 2 tables away.
It's not a very big room, fellas.
Anyways,
I immediately open up my menu, and I'm like, I think he can read our minds.
okay, so what
I'll just.
should we invite him so he doesn't like read more? I don't want him to read more.
Yeah, what if he doesn't like us?
Lord Lightfine says to Ember and you have to be careful with the ministries. They are the main power behind the throne.
Is in the clerics?
The clerics are more so officials in the ranks of military and city officials. But you know, you have the emperor, and the ministries are his council. And then of course each lord presides over a city, its guard, its inner workings, but that one, she has a habit of making people disappear.
So, meanwhile, Jack is looking down at his shadow. Well, what do you think? Is this the right place?
At this point, you also hear a very gentle yet feeble knock at the frame of the doorway that leads into the tavern area of your establishment. Koya, would you like to describe your character?
Yeah. So Koya is 3 feet and 2 inches tall, and that doesn't hold her back. She's very speedy as she's walking in here. But she has a long green braid down her back. It's not kept neatly, but the braid is put together, but you can see sticks and flowers all pointing out of it, and she wears these big circular rimmed glasses that are gold, and they seem to be like the nicest thing on her. Her monk cloaks are kept nice, but they're like just a regular red and gold and kind of worn. She has very pale. It's like she's lived in a library her whole life, except for the sunburn that rests all over her face. And she'll walk right up to Sarah. Hello. You asked for some information. I believe I've been sent to talk to you.
I did?
Did you come talking about a stone?
Oh! You mean this thing? And I pull out my gem.
I think so, yes. I don't know much about it, but I have some information because we did some research for you.
Okay, cool. Guys, this is... What's your name?
Oh, my name's Koya. Nice to meet you all. Hello.
This is Koya.
May I sit here?
Yeah, sure. Pull up a barrel chair. I don't know our furniture here, and it changes from time to time. We have a bucket in the back, probably. I don't know. Maybe a high chair.
I don't need a high chair. I'll just sit on a normal seat. Thank you.
Okay. So this is Koya, everybody. I've never met her in my life. But she's gonna tell me about this stone that we found a long time ago. Denton, I think you remember this stone.
Yeah, that had something to do with that white, didn't it?
Well, there was another one like it that was white, and then there was other colors I completely forgot to write down. Probably primary colors.
I mean, you know that undead guy in the crypt?
Yeah. Bitch, I almost died there. No, I didn't almost die there. I forgot.
I got locked out of there.
Yeah, I was kind of trapped. Anyways, well, I'm pretty sure this is one of the stones for that, but I don't know if unlocking that little area will cause something evil or give me great treasure. Because I'm kind of hoping for the treasure. Wouldn't mind for the evil, but I'm not ready for that kind of commitment right now.
You sound like you've all been many places. That's very exciting. So the information,
Yeah.
do you want it to be shared with everybody or just you, or how would you like to go about this? I'm happy to talk to everybody here. We love sharing news of knowledge.
I mean, I guess you can tell us. You can tell everybody. Why not? We probably won't do this mission because we never do missions I want, but it's I'm used to it now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the stone is definitely of an arcane nature. Could not be identified by the resident representative at the Zoran College, but he did note that the stone seems to have some sort of power, originating from the elemental plane of Earth. Do you know about it? It's all right if you don't. All right. But within the records of the library, there's a brief reference of a kingdom driven by magic prior to the First Age, which had the ability to travel freely between the four primal elemental planes. Are you keeping up with me?
Unidentified, Earth, green. No, you didn't mention green.
No, green. That's just me. I look green.
Okay.
That's okay, though.
No. The stone's green. The stone's green. It's not you. It's not you. Shit. Elif, did you catch half of what she said? Because I got the first half.
A little bit. I'm backing up.
It couldn't be. It was unidentified.
On your own.
It's from elemental place of Earth. Something about 4 elementals.
She's the 4 elemental planes.
Yes, thank you.
You knew about this? I asked everybody in the group what the stone could do, and you didn't know it?
Oh, I don't. I've heard of them, maybe.
Enough of you. All right.
Okay, well, the last thing I'll try to say it more slowly since I see you're having a hard time keeping up with my knowledge. But
Wait,
there are
do
some...
you hear that? That's the sound of my little pea brain rattling up in my head.
Oh no, you are very nice. I think you're really wonderful. Don't worry about it. There was some sort of catastrophic event which created the portal to be locked with 4 keystones. However, I wish I could tell you more, but most of the history was either not written from the time or somehow we lost it through the ages. But I'm sure you guys go on many adventures, and I would love to, I don't know, do that kind of thing sometime, and we could find out more information if you ever needed someone who talks really fast and does information.
Pause. Rewind. That does sound great. You should probably find some people like that.
Yeah, that sounds really nice because I personally, that's too much responsibility for me.
Yeah.
You too, I know it.
Wait, actually, one of our members is kind of missing in action, and you seem to know a lot about it. Do you know a lot about this area? Like hidden entranceways, for example? Maybe
I can find out. But of course, if you don't want me here, I don't have to sit. But that guy with the hat seems like he really likes me and wants me to stay.
What guy with the hat?
Notice you.
You're welcome to stay.
The guy 2 tables down?
Yes, he seems friendly. He's not really talking, but he seems very friendly.
He is talking to himself. He's talking at the floor.
Just a point, TM. Apart from myself, do I notice any other people creepily eavesdropping?
Make a perception check.
Will do.
Also, I brought
8.
You're kind of distracted with this rambling, fast-paced speaking gnome, where you can't quite get a good grip on everybody around you, which is just distracting.
Also, I brought Jack some bread, and I say, I hear we're gaining a reputation for our stale bread. I hope we gain a reputation for better food than that. You should try some of this. It's something I've been working on, and it's bread with like cheese and herbs in it.
Ooh.
Kind of baked in.
Oh, is it a flint?
A what?
It's
sorry, a timber. A timber.
not like a timber. No, not like a timber. This is like
Who's
I've been experimenting with baking different kinds of savory bread.
Don't mind if I do.
At this point, I get up and push the tables that we're sitting at together, since we're obviously
Not
shouting
bad.
across from each other.
As you push the
If I
table,
may.
hold on. As you push the table, you notice as Lightvine kind of goes for a bite of food, and you kind of push his plate away from him. All right, I guess that is my sign to get out of here. I'll be at my home. Enjoy the festival, everyone. Miss Vale and I will be walking around.
There's a festival in tomorrow.
At some point, I would like more information about the political structure of this place.
Yeah, we haven't been here very long. We don't want to get on anyone's bad side.
Oh, thank the gods you're new here too.
What?
Are you all new?
Just passing.
We've been traveling a lot.
Oh,
Well,
I'm kind of new as well.
From which direction?
Up in the mountains, I have lived with monks all my life, and they have a branch here, so I thought I'd travel down.
Oh, is that right? I've never been that far north.
It's nice. You should go sometime. Really lovely
What about
people.
you? Huh.
About you, where are you from?
Me?
You speak much too fast. You have to slow your speech down.
Well, I think you just need
That's
quick
so
ears.
rude. And I don't know. I'll toss a fork at him. I'm like, don't be rude, and I'll throw a fork at him for saying that.
Don't listen to him. The fiery one just needs quicker ears.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I'm from the
mage hand it out of the air.
I've just come over from the Cyriville Federation. I've just yeah, you might say I'm on a bit of a holiday.
That sounds lovely. Glad
Yes.
you've made it down here.
It is lovely. Although I have to wonder what's going on lately. Seems very exciting. I heard something about a dinosaur going rampaging down the streets the other day. Did you hear about that?
That was I.
Did you think it was cool, the dinosaur?
Yeah.
Did you see the people riding the dinosaur? I bet that was pretty cool too.
Yo,
Oh no, I just heard about it. It was just everywhere. They were talking about that and the stale brand.
they're putting us on blast in the
They
media.
were not talking about the steel bread.
I do believe they
I'll
were
have
talking
you
about.
know, we don't make our bread, we buy it. So this bread is from the town.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Hey.
I heard all of that, and the first thing I
I
thought
made
was
that
that seems like a good place to lay low, to keep your head down. So
I mean,
would expect
we are
a
known
certain
for
class of
harboring
people-
criminals. And then I point at all of us. Just kidding. No, we're heroes, I think. It depends. Well, if you ask some people, we're not good.
When
because
the
of what we've
guards
done
are
to their
here,
town.
we are here.
I am a professor. What are you talking about?
Professor. Interesting. Of what, may I ask?
An art major.
I teach this, and I will just cast Produce Flame and hold a flame in my hand.
Fascinating. Oh, sort of like, and I'll just sort of flip my hand, and a little like black rose will sort of show up in my hand, thanks to prestidigitation. Sort of like, and then I'll just sort of explode.
I'll put the flame out and do exactly what he just did.
I'll do it too because I want to feel included.
well,
I'll hold
Good
my
luck,
cape.
I think.
I was going to give you a bit of a history lesson before I go, but it seems like you all are having a bit fun with the dick measuring contest, so I will be on my way. So it's very
I do need to talk to you at some point. At some point.
just stay out of the way of Lenore.
We'll write you a letter. Don't worry,
She's
we'll write you a
a
letter.
nasty one. I will also be back tomorrow after the first day of the festival to speak with LumisCon about some partnerships of what I can supply to your establishment here. But other than that, good evening. And Koya specifically, you would know that the Festival of Last Light lasts for 3 days in the final month. I'm sorry, the second to last month of Fenris. Because after this month, for 20 days, is the month of Mim, which is 20 days of basically darkness all day. It's just a solar event. There's typically nothing, but on the last day of the festival, the fairy moon of Renistar is in view the whole day. And you guys have all witnessed the fairy moon once in this campaign before, but it gives like kind of this purple fuchsia hueish glow on everything. So yeah, Livevine does leave, and Sir Misvale always, just a step behind him, and soon enough, it's just the last of this. All of you guys plus the staff of the shop and the few customers inside.
What time is it?
It's mid-afternoon right now.
Okay.
Jack's gonna look around, take a deep breath, and wouldn't happen to be anyone else walking around the shop that I haven't met yet, would there?
You haven't
Well,
met
we have
Percival.
You have
we have a
not.
blacksmith, but I
You
think
have
he's
not met
absorbed in
Percival.
his work.
I suppose I should rephrase. Was there an Aiden Fogust working here at some point?
Oh wait, I spit on my drink. I'm like, how do you know that name?
Calm down. Why are you looking for an Aiden Fogust?
Well, you might say we went to school together at some point. A long time ago.
I get
thought I'd
really
look him up.
close. I get really close, and I'm like,
I want to
are
insight
you a
check
thief
him.
too?
I want to see what. I want to see
Pirate
what he's
school with him?
not telling me about going to school with him. See
Make
what-
an insight check.
Yeah,
I'm just
yeah.
gonna straight up confront him. Are you a thief too?
He's just on vacation.
You get a feeling that it's kind of a metaphor for something else, but insight doesn't
Well,
tell
no
you
shit.
like insight doesn't
No
tell
shit.
you like, oh, we did this activity together for this amount of time. You can just tell that there's more to this story. That's
Cool. So
Some professor, am I right? And I nudge Koya.
Jack's gonna respond with kind of a heavily layered allegorical observation about how beautiful the establishment is, and he's saying something in Thieves' Cant. Does anyone speak Thieves' Cant?
I would, but I dropped out of that class at my college.
If you write
Nobody
it down,
understands
I
it.
can read it.
Yeah, no, can't.
Would you like to speak Goblin instead? I think I understand that one.
Do you speak Goblin?
Well, I mean, he's talking in common. It's just like he's putting hints into a sentence that make it into.
It's like a coded. It's like code.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's something.
Yes, but maybe he wants to talk to just me and not all of you.
Do you know how to speak Sylvan?
What does goblin sound like?
I find that very offensive.
You guys have
It's
heard
more of
goblins.
Yes, exactly. That is more accurate.
More of a, yeah.
Can you repeat that again? How was it?
Necessarily paid attention to what you're saying.
I mean, to be fair, the most of the time I've ever met a goblin is when I'm stabbing them, but it's sort of a like
So is that how?
more or less, yeah. More or less.
Well,
Sometimes it's more of a
I would like to know more about your relationship with Aiden. Before
seem rather
we
concerned. I'll-
tell you his whereabouts.
All right, cards on the table. I'll look at them very significantly. Yeah, you knew him, didn't you? Aiden and I were in prison together. A long time ago.
Was it first
Very long time ago. No. And we
Feel
ran
like-
together for a bit.
I feel like that
Fair.
boy has been in prison a lot.
Yes.
Did he tell you to come here?
No. Well, in a way. He
Can
wrote
I
me a
get your
letter.
name again?
Jack.
Jack. Jaden. Yep, I'm writing it down. Look, take notes. We got a new ship.
I'm already on it. I was
I'm
like
already
10
on it.
steps ahead of you. Oh my goodness. Trapped in a cell, I'm assuming together, right? I need to take notes.
Something
on
like
it.
that. We were on a ship.
Alone in
We were on a ship
solitude?
together at
Do we
some
have
point.
parchment anywhere? Sarah, where's my parchment?
You know what they say? A locomotion of the ocean. Am I right? I start. on
What have you-
on a napkin. I just start writing. I'm like ideas.
Ooh, do you want the
So-
saucy details?
Where were you in prison at?
Yes, I want the saucy details. All right.
I'm afraid it wasn't that saucy. I mean, that story isn't very saucy. And where I was in prison exactly, well, I think that's something to share when we know each other a little bit better.
Okay.
Suffice it to say, we knew each other. Like I said, in a way, you could say we went to school together.
Well, unfortunately,
And they were roommates.
you heard the tale of the dinosaur running down the street.
He had something to do with that, did he?
He went missing during that.
When?
During that.
Like direct
Within-
during
Recently.
yesterday?
It's only yeah.
Today? The
Damn
time
it.
gets foggy.
Where is he now? You don't know? He's missing?
We
What happened?
He-
We don't
he
know.
He went missing.
I've tried to send him a message, but I haven't heard anything back from him.
I
He left us a letter, but I don't know.
I believe he's resilient. I'm concerned, but
The Id and I know would have come up with some kind of backup plan.
yeah, he's
Damn.
smart.
I missed him.
Is he?
Is he? He didn't want to tell us about his plan, so
Maybe,
obviously
maybe
he
it
has
was for our,
no
you
trust
know,
in us.
You know what?
I'm still salty
okay.
about it.
You know, oh my goodness, I can't even start to begin to justify his actions. If you don't understand, it's okay. But I believe he was trying to do the best for us, the people that he cared about. You know, he wasn't trying to put us in danger, and I think that's what counts. And I believe he's okay somewhere.
I mean, I guess it just feels selfish.
I thought you
like
were
to
all
think so,
about
too.
that.
Well, I'm
So
afraid
guys,
I
if
don't know
it's
whether
so easy.
But he was friends of yours.
Well,
I
it
suppose
leaves
that's-
you in the
free to-
flint and steel.
He grew on me, you know. He grew on me.
You're welcome to stay as long as you'd like.
It's very generous of you.
Whoa,
At a,
you're
price, of
welcome to stay
course.
as long as you have money. That's what he meant to say.
Ah, well, for that, I'm afraid my
Sorry,
pockets are...
I'm new to this business thing.
Yeah,
My
you
pockets are
can't be
getting
giving
lighter
out
by the day.
freebies.
Well, tell you what. How about I stay for as long as my funds allow, and after that, I shall have to work for my room and board. Sound good?
Yes, but
Huddle.
all right, I need to we all need to we could do a little tour together. I don't know if you've already been through that or not. Just to dictate where you can and cannot go for the for that duration until you're fully fledged. Just to because there's certain places you might not like. The basement, that's our butchering area. Just avoid that area. Really, it's
Okay.
unpleasant, smelly. I'll
That
handle
was
that.
storage.
Are you sure? Because I have a thing I can do to make things clean. I
No,
I have that too, so
I need it.
don't worry about that. I have that too.
Yeah,
Mhm.
just
I can make things dirty too, and I'll just sort of like look down at the table and just sort of soil it. Just it's putrid for a minute.
Oh.
I
And then I'll just
unsoil
go-
it. I unsoil it before he unsoils it.
That's a big
Ah,
smile
so-
on my face.
The moment he soiled it, I'm like, nope, not in my house.
I'll look.
Cleaning is a useful skill. Are you able to? Do you have any skills in crafting or salesmanship?
Ooh, well, I can talk to people. I'm not
Yeah,
bad with I can talk to people, and I'm not bad with these. And I'll pull out a set of Tinker's tools. Take some things apart if you like.
I don't know why I thought he was gonna be like, I'm good with these, and then just pull out the gun.
I'm also not terribly bad with this, and I'll pull out a dagger, and I've also got this, and I'll pull out a whip, and this too, and I'll pull out a loaded hand crossbow that I've been keeping sort of under the table just the whole time.
Whoa!
And
You
I'll
don't
just
gotta
sort of
pull out the
if I can-
9.
I think you're very cool. You have many skills.
I will say
Well,
during
thank
this
you.
entire interaction that there are people coming and going as business allows. You do have Eula kind of manning the bar. Percival, which is the Kinku worker for all of you, along with Sheila, are going about their business as well. Just an environmental thing.
Cool.
Okay.
I would say,
So-
young Koya, was it? To have come all the way down from the mountains the way you have, I no doubt that you're skilled yourself. You look like you can take care of yourself.
Oh, well, I mostly use these, and I will hold up my actual guns. And then I will say, I'm much bigger than I appear to be. I'm very powerful. But I also have this, and it's an old boomerang. Like, it looks like a child's toy, but it has been strapped onto her side with some wear and tear.
I grab it. Can I see that? Can I see that? With the, it's so. I've never seen this in my
Your
life.
toy.
No, it's not a toy. It says right here, Hasbro. Must be ancient.
It does not say that. Why is everybody mocking me here? This is very important to me.
Here you go. It's
Thank
okay.
you.
You can make fun of my weapon, and I pull out my Himbro, and I whisper it like as I caress it. Before I say the words, I let go, and I just whisper at it. I'm like, and I give it a little kiss, and then it lights up in flames. And I'm like,
Do you always
Ooh.
kiss weapons?
no, just
Seems a
when
little
I'm in the mood.
unsafe to me. Good way to lose a beard, my friend.
It's fine. I'm smooth face, actually.
Or is it from kissing it wrong once?
Well, probably. It beats
Ah.
waxing.
Makes sense. So I'm very helpful too. I think I can earn my keep if you guys would like to be my friends. I can
I
make
should give it
maps. And then I pull out just like maps on maps of everywhere I've traveled and walked around.
Cartographer.
Yes, I thank you for noticing. And I love taking notes, and I'll pull out a war notebook. And I won't go into the butchering room. That sounds really bad.
Sold.
Why would you want to go there? That's my question.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm a vegetarian. The monks all felt that way, and so they took me in, and that's how I've been. So
Did you say you want to go in there, or you won't go in?
I won't go in there. Absolutely not.
Oh, okay, never mind then.
That's all I like her.
Unless you would like to run errands with me, because I get lost very easily, unfortunately. So
I would run errands with you. You seemed nice.
Oh, thanks.
I like your horns.
Oh, you want to feel it? Want to touch it?
Yes, I would
You
love to.
speak
Oh my gosh.
so quickly.
Thank you.
You speak so quickly.
This
But
guy speaks
everyone
rather
else is
slowly.
keeping up.
Do you have
Yeah,
any notes on
last time he
recipes?
finished the sentence, we had already completed our last quest.
You said you like to take notes. Do you have any good recipes?
I haven't cooked much for myself. I think I will be honest with you. I am very new to being out. I got this sunburn and it won't go away ever since I've traveled down here. But yeah, I could look into it. Would you want some vegetarian recipes? You could expand your menu, and I would love to help.
Sure.
I have a great soup.
Active.
Soup is one of the first things I learned to make.
It's lovely.
I always like a
I
good
would-
soup recipe, though.
I would love to learn from you sometime.
Sure. You know, we had a good friend also who used to cook a lot.
Oh, I heard you guys had another friend, Aiden, who was in prison. Have you all been to prison?
I don't
Why I
think
never.
so.
I've run one once. It was very short though.
Oh, you ran the prison, and then we have a professor who's not been to prison.
This day is full
Yeah.
of surprises.
Okay.
Or was it a dream?
Does a draft prison count? They weren't exactly good people.
Oh, yes. I've only heard of them, but it sounds very scary. So you all have experience with prison. I have never been to prison. I hope that will not be an issue. I have been to monastery, and now new monastery, and now here.
I don't imagine they're all that different, I suppose, in the end. You're living a cloistered life one way or the other. Somewhere small, a cell. Barely a bed to yourself.
I mean, we can do like a quick prison trial. Like, there's a corner over there if you want to sit and time out.
Thanks, I'm good.
Not you.
No, thank you.
Okay. Just, double checking.
So,
You know,
what are you
it's
guys
like-
going to do today?
Well, that's a good question. Gang? Ember? Professor? Someone? Anyone?
Yes, hello. What?
As-
What was the question?
At this point, you all kind of hear a door slamming open and a very frantic woman's voice at the counter through the doorway. I heard that the champions they reside here. Where are they? I need to speak to them right away.
Over here.
How does she?
I think, and I'll push Sadara in front because I think he looks like he could talk to people.
Jack will
Hi.
stand up.
I'm so sorry, but I my son has gone missing. I had him in the market just a moment ago, and I was told that you all lived here, and I can't pay much, but this is all I have. As she kind of holds up a hand of 2 silver, 8 copper.
I grab her hand and do this. A missing child case, that's easy for us, right guys?
Sarah, don't you try and take that money.
I don't know if you saw me close it. I am still holding her closed hand. And I just look at him with dead thighs, like I'm gonna smack you. And I say, the fuck you say to me?
I said, don't you try and take her money.
Do you not see me not taking her money?
I will
I
come
see.
up. I will approach the lady, put my hand over Sarah's hand, and then look at the lady and say, after the job is done, yes? That would be the sensible thing, wouldn't it? Tell us more, please.
I had him in the market. I looked away for just a moment. I swear, just a moment to buy bread for the meal tonight, and I look back and he's gone.
How long ago did this happen? Just now?
Just
Koya, notes!
Can you describe him?
he's a young boy around the age of he's 7. He has blonde hair and pale complexion. Is
Roughly how tall?
he's around 4 feet.
Okay, so as soon as she says 4 feet, I'm gonna turn myself via disguise self into a 4 foot tall, blonde haired, pale complexioned boy.
Ooh.
We need more details. Continue.
He has freckles on both of his cheeks, and
Freckles
he
get
had-
added.
He had a wooden sword slung into the belt on his tunic. His dad's a guard.
Does the sword look like this? And I will produce like a little wooden sword that's kind of like wider at the top and narrow at the bottom.
Kind of. It's
Where in the market were you?
just by the food stalls.
By the food stalls? Okay, that's where we have to go.
I'll,
Is there anywhere-
I'll change it.
Is there anywhere that he likes to play or anything like that?
He's
Any special spot he likes to go?
always playing with the other children. But with it being so
Has
close
he
to
ever done
the
this
Fey
before?
Moon,
It's the what?
the Fey Moon. It's with it.
What's the Fey Moon? I
So-
look over to Koya since she's smart.
No, we should know about that from last.
So
Like-
remember, the Fey Moon is when the third moon of this world is visible. It's only visible 3 times a year. And it's the only moon
Children
that's
tend to
visible.
go missing, right?
And yep, and it's kind of like a fairy tale. That this is when the realm of the Fae is at its closest with the material plane.
Great, now we gotta go back and
Ma'am, I need you to pay attention to this specifically and give me details about this sword. And I'm gonna start like changing things at her discretion of how the sword looks until she says yes, that's it.
So over the
Like-
next couple minutes, she kind of like lets you know that the wood is just made from scrap wood, and it's just kind of nailed together. It's a basic like child's toy sword, but eventually she's like that's it. It's very crudely made, but she even described to the point where they have sanded down the corners of the cuts to not be sharp.
I can locate object on it.
Okay, that's 1,000 feet. Let me get my percentile die.
We should start moving towards the marketplace, or
Okay.
the last place she started.
We should.
Son,
So as of right now, you don't get a ding, but your spell does last for 10 minutes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Ma'am, do you have anywhere to go that we can find you when we need to
It
ask
does.
questions?
And then we start moving quickly. She can stay here
I
upstairs.
could always contact her.
Sheila
Yeah.
comes up and kind of offers her a beverage. She goes, "I'll take care of you, love. It's okay."
Please do.
Get her a meal, please. I'll pay for it.
I mean, you are paying for it. It's your food.
Well, obviously, but yeah, get her a meal, please.
I look at Denton. I'm like, I will. We gotta go.
Yeah, let's not tarry. And then Jack will leave. He's like out the door.
I will follow quickly behind.
I guess we're running, and I follow third.
As we're walking, you notice that Koya is very fast, like keeping up with the long strides of all of you despite being 3 feet tall.
My goodness, you're in shape. Cool.
That monk show.
I'm going to follow for a bit, but I'm not. I'm just gonna diverge, just a tiny bit after, and that's all.
Okay.
Okay. Great. Heading for
Can
the-
I,
heading for the market.
as we're walking, can I check to see if there are any children, like any signs of them throughout, like our walk over to the food stalls?
Make a perception check.
We're already not that far from the market.
11.
Like our
The market's a large, circular area. It's rather large. This is a very large city, and there's multiple rings of stalls within. And your guys' shop is on the outer ring of the actual constructed buildings in this area, with a communal fountain, in its center. What'd you get for your check? I'm sorry.
11.
11.
11. Yeah.
You're kind of looking, and through the crowds of people, you can't quite make out any other children that would come stick out in any way.
Shit, if there's outer rings, we should split up. Like, I know splitting up the party is bad, but I don't know.
Let's start with the food. Let's start with the food stalls and split from there. How about that?
All
Sure.
right.
Go to the
Well,
last
let's
place. Let's go from
we'll
there.
ask some
See if
people
anyone's
if they've
anything.
seen. Yeah.
So I'd
Mhm.
like to be in the side alleys, just looking around, running around, looking for a blonde kid or some suspicious-looking individual.
Okay, so I will
Where'd the
say,
tiefling go?
so you're all looking. Is that what I'm getting? You're all just looking. So I
Yes.
need
Yeah.
I need Elith and then one person with the rest of the party, both to make individual investigation checks.
May I?
Mhm.
Hold on. Sorry, I cut out for about 30 seconds.
his
What's
stomach.
happening?
Alice split off, and the rest of you are going to the food stall and looking for the kid.
25.
Okay.
W.
Holy shit.
Okay.
And meanwhile,
I'm
Amber's locate object is still up. That's what I'm.
Yes.
Okay.
Also, I'm gonna give him the help action from my familiar, so he gets advantage on that.
Okay,
Oh.
so Jack, you get to roll again. You know, you already got
Ooh,
a 25.
I got a 25. I mean, all right. Do it again.
You could get a 30.
I could. Oh, look at that. 29.
Okay.
Almost a 30. Sorry.
Chloe
I tried.
slash Ellis, you don't find a kid, but you do kind of see, because they're not stealthing. You do recognize the black cloaked figure that's been in your shop the past couple days.
Oh my gosh. Pursue.
All right, so you're gonna pursue them? Like, in what way?
Absolutely. Chase them. I don't
No.
even need to be stealthy anymore.
Okay. All right, so we'll put a pause on that
She's
for a
gonna
second.
die.
Jack, so you go to the food stall. You rolled an investigation 29. What are you doing to look for this kid? Are you asking? Are you?
I'm starting with a description. I'm going to any of the food stalls that I'm trying to get a visual in my head, but particular anything that might have interesting looking things that are around waist high that a kid might reach. But in particular, I'm asking the sellers if they've seen a blonde kid around yay high, freckles with a wooden sword. Where?
You find like after asking several people and just like them saying no and just kind of shooing you away because you're kind of scaring off their business. The woman you see selling yarn. She's. I've seen a boy with a wooden sword at his belt.
I'm gonna cast disguise. I'm gonna cast disguise self and turn into the boy that was described.
He went to the.
Is this him?
Yes. He was walking to the north, holding a woman's hand. I thought it was his mother.
What does she look like?
She was wearing a gray cloak. It's standard in this chilly weather.
Gray cloak. Did you see any her hair, her eyes, color of her skin, anything like that?
She was very, very pale.
Pale. Good enough. Where did you say?
To the north, towards the public district.
Thank you. There's a young life that could very well be saved thanks to your information. If you hear anything else, come to, and I'll give the name of the shop.
The Flint and Steel.
Okay.
Flint and Steel. Come to the Flint and Steel.
All right. So what are you guys doing now?
I'm still not getting any pings on my locate object, am I?
No.
Okay.
Well,
Just to clarify, out of character, kind of meta. Woman stole child, man unrelated.
What?
Okay. Because I'm just trying to keep track of what's happening right now, and it
So-
sounds like the boy was taken by the woman. However, I am in pursuit of the guy in the cloak. So I'm not in pursuit of the child.
That is
And
what
this is just
that's what it seems like. Yes. Okay. So you're running at this cloaked figure. What are you doing?
I want to yell at him a little bit. Stop. You in the cloak. Stop. And I'm chasing him still. And I'm
Alright.
not very athletic.
It looks at you, and it starts taking off.
Oh my gosh. How quick is it? Oh my gosh.
Let me find out. I think it's
There's
pretty
something.
quick.
Okay, so can I use let me find it. What is it? MSC step? Something like that? Let me see it.
Misty Step? I'm pretty sure you have to take damage before you can use Misty Step, but hold on.
No.
No, it's just a bonus
that's
action.
Instantaneous.
Alright, so your movement speed is 30 feet, and you are using your action to dash, or are you trying to tackle it, like Shada likes to do?
Well, how far ahead are, because I would like to just be in front of them and crash into them and completely halt them.
Okay. So you're running towards them. They started to run off in the other direction. They have this. They're keeping the figure's keeping a about an even
good?
distance ahead of you as you try to chase it down.
Uh-huh.
So what are you doing with your action? You've used your movement.
Can I use Misty Step?
Yeah, if the spell allows it, yes, always.
Yes.
Okay.
So it's my one bonus action, so I'm gonna use that.
All right. How far does that let you travel?
30 feet to a spot I can see. Unoccupied.
Okay. So you catch up to it. What are you doing for your action?
I want to be in front of him
Okay.
and crash into him and halt the progress.
Right.
Fall on
For
ground.
the sake of this, make an athletics check because you're kind of
Oh no.
being like a linebacker as it runs into you.
Oh no.
Oh no!
Okay, it's going to roll as well. It got a natural 20.
So what's
it
happening?
just
They step on me?
barrels into you, and as you kind of like grab onto it, it slips through, and like most of what you grab is cloak, and
Holy shit.
it just knocks you over and just keeps on going.
Oh. Nice. That's stellar. Excellent. Wonderful. Ow. I'm gonna try to get up and follow, but that's lost. I don't really.
So you're just gonna keep running after it?
Yeah, best I can. I don't.
All right, so we'll do
I'm
another
so
round of a
ruined in
chase.
motion.
Okay, so what are you doing?
Oh my gosh.
You use half
I
your
would like
movement
to
get
shoot
up.
them. I'd like to shoot them with Eldritch Blast, please.
Okay, make an attack roll.
23.
23 hits. Roll for damage.
It's two kids in a trench coat.
11. And I would
Alright.
also like to push them with that. Try to knock them down or something. I don't know.
Okay.
I just want to halt their progress, please.
Okay. So as
They
you
dodge.
launch this, it hits the cloak, and it seems like the figure collapses. You notice 3 little things come rolling out of it.
What the frick?
About 2 feet tall, kind of this bluish scales, and they look back at you. One of them is just laying limp on the ground, and the 2 that are still alive look back at you, and they hiss at you. One of them has a wings, and it starts to take off and fly.
Away from me or towards me? What's happening?
Away. They are getting away from the crazy demon lady.
All right, but I want that body. Give it to me.
What?
I want the body of the one on the ground.
Oh, I thought you said I want the booty. I'm like, oh.
All right. Awesome. You guys are in back alleys, but make a stealth check for me with disadvantage to see if anybody notices this.
Oh. I got a 7.
All right. You run up and you see that the figure that is kind of laying limp in the grass, like with a pretty sizable indent in its small, frail body, kind of has like this dragonoid, kind of alligator-looking snout. Its scales are blue. Its tongue is kind of like hanging out of the side of its jaws. Its
Is
eyes
it
are
dead?
closed. Seems to be dead.
Um.
You've seen these creatures before, just a different color. You don't know the name for them.
How big is it?
It's
Can I hold it?
It's like 2 or 3 feet. It's a little thing. It's
Okay.
a little bit shorter than Koya actually.
Impossible.
All right. And this is out of character, but I'm assuming that that Elith doesn't exactly understand her spare the dying yet. I'm assuming she doesn't because she's not really in touch with her patron right now.
It's making death saving throws right now. That's a 19 to
Can
17.
I touch it? Can I spare the dying? I don't
you
think
can stabilize it, yeah.
Yeah, I just don't know. Okay, perfect. Then I'm finna do that. I'm finna touch it.
Okay.
And do that. And I'm wondering if I have anything. Actually, yeah. After I do that, I'd like to, if I can, tie it up with the cloak.
Okay.
Because I really want to make sure this guy doesn't get away.
While you're doing all this, a large blunt object falls from the sky and hits right in your head, and that's going to do 6 points of bludgeoning damage as this large rock falls down from the sky and hits you in the
What
head.
the heck?
And you look
What
up and
the
see
heck?
the one with the wings. It's like, and it flies
That-
off over the roofs.
That hurt, bro.
Dastardly.
What the heck? Was I supposed to roll anything for tying this thing up? Sorry.
Survival.
All right. 21.
All right, you feel like it's pretty securely tied.
All right, with my head hurting, really bad. I'm gonna take this thing in my hand, this little dragonoid thing, and I'm finna run back because I don't want them dropping rocks on my head again. Okay, and now that little homie is stabilized, we're finna interrogate him.
Okay. So, the rest of you begin to head north towards the public district. What do you do?
Looking quite keenly around for any sign of a lady with a grey cloak, except it'll probably be, she'll probably be a lot further than here. So she's got a bit of a head start, so we're trying to run. We're trying to move very quickly.
All right, make a perception check.
Okay, I'll do.
With advantage, because you're all kind of looking.
Cool. That's a 14 and another 14. No, it's an 18.
All right. So as you guys are heading towards the public district, eventually, after about 10 minutes pass, Ember, do you renew your locate object?
I do, and when I do, I mention to Denton, we should do the eagle strat.
Okay. Then I will polymorph myself into a giant eagle.
All right.
Carry me off into the sunset.
I'm not eating that much. I'm just sitting here, and not sitting. I'm just standing, looking around.
Jack will look at Sarah. Can you do that?
I don't think so. But
That's the first. You keep saying you can do everything everybody else can do, so that's
hey,
very
I
interesting.
can't turn into an animal in public, but in the bedroom.
Oh no, oh man, that's what I was talking about.
And then at this point, I'm like, man, I want to do something. Everyone's here doing everything. I go to any person I see wearing a grayish cloak and pull their hood down.
Okay.
Oh,
Make a perception check to see if you notice anybody with a gray cloak.
That's so funny.
As he does that, Denton and Ember, as you make your way closer to the public district at a much faster speed than you're going, eventually Ember, around the edges of the city, about 5-6 minutes later, because you guys are going very fast as an eagle, you start to get a ping. Closer to
I got
the
a 26.
I mean, you're finding a lot of people with gray cloaks. One of them is a woman wearing very fine clothes. She's, oh my, the audacity.
I look at her, wrong person, sorry.
None of them are what you're looking for, but eventually you hear, gods, gods.
Oh no.
Fuck. All right. I quickly distract. I morph myself. I disguise myself as a guard. I hide from her. I hide from her as she's looking for a guard, behind another people. Morph myself into a guard
Make
with
a stealth
disguise
check,
though.
because you're pulling down a lot of hoods, so you're causing a ruckus.
Damn.
All right,
A stealth?
Ember and Denton, you guys are drawing closer to the gate. What do you do?
Well, so as soon as we got that, as soon as I got the ping, I'm gonna give a little double tug on the feathers and point in the exact direction of where it is.
Okay.
Alrighty. So then I'd start to head that way. So you said the gate of the city is where the direction we're
The
headed
northern
towards?
gate, yeah.
Also, I'm going to
I would also go ahead
I'm
and
gonna-
say your thing first.
okay. First, I have to ask because he hasn't talked at all. Is Shada at all a part of this, or is he just back in the smithy, fucking doing his thing, working out
He has
frustrations?
been with you guys the whole time.
Okay.
Is he on Eagle or is he next to us?
Next to you guys.
I would also
Okay.
try to get everyone else's attention with a mighty eagle screech.
Oh well, I'm gonna message Shada, and say we are headed to the north gate. We have located the child. Come quickly.
I'll relay that to them and then start heading toward the north gate.
Wait,
I still want to
Does
screech like an
everyone-
eagle after you do that.
does everyone in the little area that I'm in hear that also?
No, only
No,
Shada can
it's
hear
just Shada.
No. The eagle screech.
I will say they're a solid distance ahead, and everybody getting ready for the festival tonight. Kind of hard to hear at that point.
Fuck.
But didn't
He's a
Shada
giant.
Hopefully it was epic though.
did Shada just let us know? At least, did Shada just let the people know? Is that what you just said?
Sarah, make a perception check, and I would say that Shada would share that information.
Yeah, he said he'd let
I think he said he would.
know what I told him.
Okay, that's what I thought I heard, and so I just wanted to make sure I heard that before I assumed that we were talked to.
26 perception, natural 20.
Okay. So as Shada tells you that they're heading towards the north gate, you are kind of like looking around the market and see Elith with something wrapped in a cloak running past everything.
Exactly like a linebacker. Keep that in mind.
She seems to have a little bit of blood trickling from her, like beneath her hair, on the side of her face.
Pardon me.
Can I prestidigitation the blood in her holding? It's actually a baby with vomit on her hair. The baby threw up on her. So that way no one asks questions.
Are you trying to do a minor illusion? That's a minor illusion kind of thing.
Yeah. That's what I meant. Minor
Okay.
illusion.
Sure.
Oh my god.
But
I'm like-
So running up by Elith. Don't take this the wrong way, but I'm pretty sure we're supposed to find the kid, not kidnap another one.
Listen. Don't worry about it. Anyways, what's going on? How's the search? I went looking. I found something different. Sorry. What's going on?
Catman over there just said that they might have found the kid somewhere north, so we're just following him.
What, man?
All right, let's
Sorry, I
do
didn't
it.
catch your name.
Actually,
Shada.
Shada. Nice to meet you.
I need to
Jack.
run this. I need to run this back to the Flint Steel. So I'll either catch up with you guys or see you when you get back. Good luck. Thank you. This is really important to me. Bye bye.
Okay.
That's very
And
interesting.
I'm gonna take off running back towards the Flint Steel. I cannot. This is a huge break for me. All right. I've been thinking about this cloaked figure for a little bit now. All right. This is huge breakthrough. Jackpot.
Cloaked figure, like the woman we're looking for, or is there something about the prison life you lived that has a cloaked figure also? Oh, she's gone.
No.
Ah,
No, she's gone. Yeah, I'm sure it's all related.
You say that as you're writing in your book, and then you look at it like, where'd you go? Where'd you go?
all right. So
you are
Oz
all
runs
very
off.
mysterious.
I will say, you do have a point. For all we know, that thing that was potentially the cloaked figure was probably just a guy in an alleyway and got scared and ran away, and now she has it. I don't know. It's just a thought.
Alright.
Anyways, where's the child?
Okay, so Ember and Denton, as you approach the gate, you do if one of you wants to make a perception check with advantage, probably Denton because Eagle stats, but
So Eagles only have advantage, but yeah, that was Sarah.
Sarah's rolling really well today, even though
I got a
that's
25.
not, even though that's not him. That's supposed to be rolling.
Oh, I thought you said one of you. I'm sorry.
One of us out of Ember and I.
Ah, sorry, miss.
So my stats are changed though to Eagle stats, right?
Yeah. But you have like a +2, I think, to perception, or +4.
Eagles get a +4, so
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, you get it. You get that perception check, boy.
I'm just gonna. Oh, but I have a -2 right now still from resurrection sickness.
I don't think that affects you in the new body.
It affects all
And
checks.
either way, it's still better than
It's
mine.
still a +2.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna roll my
It's still-
normal perception. So -1 on that because it's normal. Wait,
Okay. So
12? I don't know.
That's a 13. Okay. You're kind of looking around and you can't quite pinpoint where this is, but Ember, it is getting stronger as you draw closer to the gate. And then with that, your spell fades. The rest of you,
I'll cast it again.
okay? The rest of you are just running to the gate.
Yeah.
Except for Elif, apparently.
That sounds about right.
As we are, Jack would like to try to just take note of any kids he sees along the way. Just any kids that may look like they're kind of with anyone conspicuous. You know what I mean? Like odd pairings, kids that don't look like they belong with the adults they're traveling with.
Okay, make a perception. Investigation, I will say. All right, Ellis,
Okay.
you burst through the doors of the flint and steel carrying this cloak figure. The woman is kind of sitting there crying, looks at you holding a small wrapped figure, a little bit of blood in your hand. She goes, "Oh my god! Is that my boy?" She kind of runs up to you and she
I'm sorry, one more time. Repeat that for me.
you burst into the flint and steel, and all she sees is you bleeding, holding a limp figure wrapped in cloth around.
I am completely dismissive of this woman. I mean, I shoulder her out of my way. No, it's not your kid. And I'm going to the basement. Full speed.
Okay. Denton, as you're flying, giant eagle self, you kind of look down at the walls of the city and notice, with your 13 perception, you are managed to notice that there are various guards running along the walls, prepping ballista, and pointing them up at you.
Oh, so do I notice this?
I
Do
would
I
say
notice
you
this?
did it with advantage, so I would say that you do. You do.
Okay. I'm gonna tug at his feathers, and I think giant eagles can understand common, but they
They
can't
can.
speak it. Okay. So I'm going to tell them they think we're intruders. Land near them, not close to them, land near them, and I will explain, and I will keep the locate object up. I know exactly where they are currently. They're still coming.
Okay, and I'll just kind of bob my head.
All right. As you guys are running towards the north gate, you notice the eagle shape of Ditton. A small dot in the sky grows larger as he lands, allowing you all to catch up during his descent.
Cool. Just a point of order. It was a
And for your
26 on the investigation. Yeah.
You're fairly certain that everything seemed okay. You were running, but like you seem certain that nobody seemed out of place.
Okay.
All right. So as they land, several guards wearing the bronze armor of the city will run up to you, swords in hand.
Hello. My name is Professor Emberil Fraxius.
All right. That's enough. Put your hands up. Put your hands up.
No.
It's a fashion
So,
police.
I don't know if you know what day it is, but there has been a child abducted that we've been tracking. He is right there, and I point specifically where he is. He is right there. He is being abducted at this moment. My friend here, Denton, is polymorphed as an eagle. Denton turned back into a human. And I tell him to turn back into a human.
Okay, and I will.
So as you're explaining this, you notice the signal is getting weaker. and it's getting weaker at a faster rate than it was before you got to the city gates. And the rest of you are caught up at this point. Make a persuasion check with advantage.
Persuasion. Oh, I don't. Oh, I'm okay at it, I guess. Okay. Oh, nat 20!
A nat 1 and a nat 20, but a nat 20 wins. Yes.
Wow.
All right, that checks out. Okay, so let me just get the paperwork here for you to leave the city. Is that boy with his mom? They were riding away on the horse.
We are not leaving the city. We are saving the boy. We
Were
need
they
to
on that-
go. And I
Was she pale? Did she have a grey cloak?
Yeah, silver hair.
That was the
white
boy's
skin.
abductor. At any moment now, they could be speeding away. We need to catch up.
Well, we just let them out the gate.
You let her go. We're going to have to catch up now.
Well, I didn't know that she was a abductrix.
Ride with us, will you?
You are the worst guardsman. Denton,
Boys,
Eagle time.
I should have just stayed, and then I'll go back to an eagle. And I'm gonna kind of screech in this guard's ear a little bit as
Alright.
we take off.
make an intimidation check. Why can I not find this stupid creature in my...
Oh well, I guess I don't intimidate him with a nat 1.
And as you do this, he kind of just like pats you on the side and he goes, "You a nice little birdie."
I'm going to resist the urge to nip him because we have more important things to do right now.
Okay.
We did.
And if Ember's on my
so-
back, I'm gonna take off.
So the whole crew's there, right?
Yeah.
Except for Elith. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, can I carry more than one person?
You can
I'm a
carry 2 people.
large.
You can carry 2 people.
Okay.
At this point, Ember, the signal is gone again.
Go now.
Oh no.
You go now. We'll catch up. I'll look down at I'll look down at our 3-foot tall friend. You're a speedy one. Let's
Yes,
go.
I can go quite fast. All right, is it all right if I leave you behind? I might overpower you.
Well, we'll see about that.
Shut up. I'll send you a message.
Okay, so if they're taking off, we're just gonna kind of follow their vector, their trajectory, and Jack's running at a speed of about 60 feet every 6 seconds.
I'll run. I dash. Can I dash? I'll go 80 feet then.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, double dash.
monk life.
Shadow will
Yeah.
follow, dashing as well.
Also going, what, like 80?
Sorry, it's I should
70?
say it's a speed of 90 feet every 6 seconds. 60 seconds.
So-
That's an action to dash and a bonus action to dash.
So
Oh, yeah.
I will say, since it's winter and you're all dashing, you're technically dashing through the snow. But here we go. Okay, I'm very entertained by that. All right.
Oh, really?
So as
Are there
you
any horses?
all begin to
Damn it.
travel,
So- So, hold on. Can we pause real quick? My favorite part about this is you're all quick. Shada is, like, super quick. Jack is quick. Koya? Koya
Yeah.
is quick.
Quick.
Sarah is not quick. It's just
Shadow
kind of-
really quick in small bursts.
yeah. So like
I forgot about Sara in the back.
so you all are just taking off. While Shada's like, like running as fast as he can, but he's kind of being left behind in increments. A few moments later, Din and Ember, go ahead and make a perception check to see if you can survey the land
You got this, bud.
and see if you can.
+4. Or +2, I guess.
All right, you begin to kind of like look over the area, and in the distance, you do see that there is a black dot a few thousand feet ahead of you that is moving at a very fast pace, but you're gaining on it. It seems to be two riders on a horse heading towards a kind of lake area, a pond/lake area.
How far away from us are they?
Not accounting for the hypotenuse of this triangle, but like horizontally a few thousand feet.
I wish I was
Okay.
high on hot news.
You guys are, about, I would say, 200 feet in the air.
Okay. Just continue to follow.
All right. As they get closer to the lake and you guys are slowly gaining ground, you are kind of descending as this happens, and the figure looks back. It's and in this moment the hood comes off, revealing two very long pointed ears. You're about 150 feet away, but go off the perception check.
Oh.
It's the DC is getting lower as you get closer. Eventually,
I was gonna say when we were in 500 feet, I was gonna dimension door us to them,
okay,
like on top of them.
all right.
We went from 1,000 to 100.
All right,
Sorry.
so as this happened,
Real quick.
You dimension door and you gain on them instantly as they're disembarking their horse in the near the pond. Catch her by surprise. Okay, so that's your action. Ember, Denton, what are you doing?
I think I want to scoop up this lady in my talons and
Okay. She is going to
figure out what to do after that.
She's going to use her reaction to Misty Step from her innate abilities. Okay. As you go around her, she just like disappears and appears 30 feet ahead.
Is still with us though, yeah? Because she can't take somebody with Misty Step.
Yes. All right. Okay, so at this point we are in initiative. So I need everyone to roll initiative except for Elith, who is
Poggers.
not even here
Can you
right
give
now.
us? Can you give
I'm
us
still gonna
tokens?
Comment. Just kidding.
Oh.
I will bring you to the tavern screen, but this is going to be an unmapped initiative.
Yeah, that's fine. I just want us to be able to
Right.
get onto the turn order.
All right.
That's an 8.
I'll make sure I click on.
19.
All right, so Hoya got a 19. Jack here got an 8. First initiative, guys. If you're a campaign here, woo!
With that 8. Or
No. I'll clean up, I suppose. We'll see.
All right.
So my 18 would actually be a 16.
I get a
I have a +4 dex normally?
Shada, what did you roll?
Oh, you know what? I'm still a giant eagle, huh?
Yeah.
So it would be a 19 then, because I would have a +3 dex normally.
All right.
So +3 -2.
Shada,
19.
I'm waiting
Yeah.
for your initiative. And Ember, I'm waiting for yours.
Yeah, my bad.
Okay. I was waiting on the token, but that's fine.
Oh, I didn't actually bring you guys to the screen, did I?
No.
I thought I did. Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't matter, I guess. If you can get those on the turn order thing.
All right. So, everybody who's not Ember or Denton, it is going to take you 3 rounds to catch up. It's going to take Sarah 4 rounds. It's going to take Jack 2 rounds, and then Koya and Shada, it's going to take you 3. Going off your speeds. All right. So Shada, you're catching up. Denton, you're still an eagle. What are you doing? So I will note that as you guys got closer, now she's 30 feet away. She looks at you. She has long silver hair, pale complexion, and very long pointed ears. You notice that her 2 eyes are almost completely black.
Okay, so Elith and I are the only ones that remember our trip to the Feywild, right?
Yes.
So does she look like Faye I would have seen in the past?
She's definitely resembles the Fae in the court, but she's not Renestray Snowfallen. She is a different Eladrin winter elf. Oh, I need to roll her initiative. So what are you doing?
I want to try to just knock her over with a big gust of wind from my wings, if I could do that, or try to do that.
I'm going to use a placeholder token here. Alright, you're trying to use a gust of wind and knock her over?
Yep.
What's the DC for that?
Well, it's not a traditional ability,
So I'll say for this
so
is
I'm
make
not sure.
a strength check with disadvantage because you still have Ember on top of you.
Yep.
I
Okay.
teleport us there onto the ground.
Okay. So Eagle's strength is +3. Not a save, a check, right?
Yes. She got a nat 20.
Okay, let's see. So, with it would be a 18 with the Eagle's strength plus my resurrection sickness. It cancels out. 18 is what I got. Sounds like it's not high enough.
Okay. Nope. Okay. So Koya, you're catching up.
Yeah,
There's
can
now-
I actually
Go ahead.
spend a key point and double my dash to try to get one more turn
Yes.
out of the way?
That's
Great.
called Step of the Wind, right?
Yep, step of the wind.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. So that's going to take one last turn for you to get there. So you only have this next round. You'll be after your movement. You can catch up. All right.
Great, thank you.
She is going to use Thorn Whip on Ember.
Is that a spell?
It is a spell.
Yeah, counter spell.
All right. She's now going to use her legendary action to yeah, I need both Ember and Denton to make Constitution saving throws, please.
6.
Nice save.
I don't. If I understand polymorph correctly, I don't think I have access to my warcaster feat while I'm
You do not.
polymorphed.
You use the stat blocks and abilities of the creature that you are.
Okay.
And your Constitution is +1 as a eagle.
Oh,
Which is the same as
no.
mine.
3.
All right.
Actually, it would just be a 1 because -2 for the sickness.
Okay.
So,
Forgot
you
that.
So we
are
both fail.
taking 26 points of psychic damage as these whispers and this madness begins to drive into your mind. You guys kind of clench your ears in pain. Well, you try to hide your head in your wing for a moment as like this madness of the Fae seeps into your mind. And that is
Can
going
you
to
drop your eagle form?
Yeah.
All right. Sarah's catching up. Sarah, you are about 120 feet away now.
Was that with
You
Dash?
dashing, yeah.
Okay, just wondering.
Ember, it is your turn.
It was running.
Yeah, I'm gonna stand up. Run to the boy. Yell, "I'm sorry, Denton. I'll be right back." And I'm gonna dimension door him 500 feet back towards the gate.
Okay.
Okay.
She's gonna use another legendary action. I need you to make a charisma saving throw, please. Ember. All right.
Oh, sorry. I did that before you said
All right.
who.
As you grab the boy and begin to cast the components to dimension door out, you kind of feel this magical pull on your body, and you are considered stunned until the end of your next turn.
Can she only do legendary actions at the end of my turn? I think that's how legendary actions work.
Oh yeah, it's at the end of the other creature's turn. Yep, you're right. So no, you can dimension
Okay.
doorway.
Okay, and then I'll be stunned.
Yep. Well, no, because then you're out of range. Okay.
Okay, I just wanted to get him 500 feet away from her. That's all I wanted to do.
All right, that is her turn. Jack, you have this next turn, and then you're caught up. But are you still dashing?
I am. So how far away am I? What kind of distance am I from now?
You are, with your speed, you're 90 feet away. So your next turn, you should be able to get there.
Oh, 90 feet? Sweet.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm dashing. Yes, all the way in there.
All right.
Actually, so what? What I'll do is with my bonus action, I will dash about 60 feet, leaving about 30 feet left between me and her. And at that point, I will just sort of, as I'm going down, I'll look down at my shadow and I'll just say, "Time to go to work," and it will just sort of meld onto me, the armor of shadows.
Okay.
That's my turn.
All right. Shada, catching up. You're one distance away.
All right. Shada is going to first with his action. He's going to summon Zelsbane into his hand, and he's going to use feline agility to go faster.
Okay.
Try to catch up quicker.
All right. So next turn you'll be there.
All right. That's it.
Dan, you just took the psychic damage and you've lost the form of the eagle. What are you doing?
I'll summon my spiritual weapon next to her, and it's gonna look like a large, just a giant coin.
Okay.
And with the action, so as I'm doing this, I'm gonna kind of say, "What do you think you're doing?" And then with my action, I'll try Sacred Flame, which is a Dex save. Probably not my best idea, but.
All right. You said it's. Did you roll to attack it?
Sacred Flame is a Dex save.
Oh, I thought you
spell.
said you're doing spiritual weapon. Okay.
I did, but I'm not attacking. I probably should, but I don't know.
Fails. Go ahead and roll for that.
Okay. Right now, I just want the spiritual weapon to be intimidating, I guess, have it loom over her, but I will do the Sacred Flame.
All right. You notice as this divine energy kind of burns away at her a little bit. 11 points of radiant damage. Koya, you are now caught up.
Hello. Okay. As I enter the room, am I within 60 feet of her? Now that we're caught up.
You are like right there, like within the full distance. If you want to use melee attacks, you're able to.
Okay, great. That's just what I wanted to make sure. I'll go ahead and I'll arm strike her. Can I do that from where I'm at? Great. And so I'll do that first. And I'll just start. I'll look back at everyone and I'll be like, I don't know who's all near me and can see me, but I'm gonna show you guys my guns now.
I get to go to the gun
21.
show.
21.
That was too fast.
21
Say that
hits.
again.
Wait. 10. I got max damage on it. And then can I, with my Monster Tradition feature at level 6, spend 2 of my key points and use Burning Hands as my bonus action?
Sure.
Great. So I'll go ahead and do that, and then I'll be like, you all seem like fire kind of people, so I think I'll use this one.
You're an avatar monk. Yes.
Okay, great. So 3. She has to make a. What does that save? I know it. I'm sorry. She makes a. Oh my goodness! Dexterity saving throw. Thank you. Sorry about that.
She's gonna use her legendary resistance to automatically succeed.
But that is very mean. All right, she will take half damage on that,
Okay.
and let's see if she gets anything from me. All right. 6.
All right. Duly noted. It is now her turn. She's gonna look at you and like, you notice a little bit of blood trickling down from her lip. It's kind of like this silvery liquid. She licks it and looks up to the sky as a storm cloud appears above her. All right. I need Koya, no, Denton to make a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah.
19.
17.
Okay. So 17.
Minus 2.
Okay. That's a nope. You don't save.
So I can use my lucky feat after I know the result
Okay.
of the roll. I'm gonna go ahead and.
Oh my god! That's the roll. A 1, and a 2 on 3d10. I am so mad.
I'm okay with that.
It's a good start.
You take 4 points of lightning damage. And then she is going to use a legendary action at the end of her turn to grab at Koya and use Burning Hands. I'm sorry, Burning Touch.
Oh, that's not very nice.
That is going to be a 22 to hit.
Yes, that does hit.
Make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Alright. And
What'd you get?
a 10.
A 10. All right, so you take 16 points of fire damage, and you are considered frightened of
Oh,
this
no.
fey creature until you can make the save. Sorry,
That was-
you got
was
one
that 10?
more turn, bud, but you are 60 feet away. Is there anything you would like to do?
Woo! I like to ready my Himbro. I unsheath it as I'm running, and I just yell Himbro like really loud. I'm going for a running attack. Hopefully this lands. I was gonna be very sad.
All right, Ember, it is now your turn. Ember, your mic is muted.
Sorry. sorry. I'm gonna spend my 6 seconds saying, I know this is scary. You can trust me. I'm getting you back to your mom. And I cast summon construct, and I'm going to summon a stone golem. He is your friend. And then I'm gonna start moving in the other direction, and I'm gonna have the stone golem pick up the child and just like basically like form a ball around him and start running towards the gate.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jack, you are now there.
Wonderful. As I approach, I reach my hand out. And, cool. And I'll just do a sort of a twisting motion. The shadows take you. And I'll cast Hexblade's Curse on the elf. That's my bonus action. And as I approach, green flame flashes from a rapier that I draw from my side, and I strike.
Okay.
Pretty
With a
sure
20
she's
to hit, a
one
dirty
wolf.
20.
That hits.
Okay. And, okay, so the following is going to happen. First of all, she's going to receive this much damage.
Whoo, sheesh.
Hang on. So it's going to be a 7 plus 4, which would be 11 because of my proficiency bonus in Hexblade's Curse.
Okay.
And on top of which, there's also, so it's, so 11 so far. Plus the sneak attack damage, which was now going to happen, which is 18. That'll be 20, sorry. Yeah, okay, that'll be 29 so far, plus Green Flame Blade. Green Fire will envelop her, that'll be another 8 damage on top of the 29. Bring it up to a grand 37 damage.
Okay. So you watch Koi, you become frightened, and then you see this flash of green and shadow, and a lot of silver ichor dripping from her torso now. All right, Shada, you are
Your
now
move.
able to catch up.
Okay. So, Shada is going to, he's running besides this lady now, right?
Yeah, you can run up to her.
And he's going to run like almost in a like pit maneuver type fashion. He's going to attack her from the side.
Okay.
So that'll be. Oh wow, crit fail.
Oh,
That
nice.
misses.
Uh-oh.
Pull it out, pull it out.
Anything else for your turn?
I can make another attack.
Okay.
A 26 to hit.
That hits.
And Shada is going to make it a pushing attack.
All right.
So yeah, I gotta add a D8 to the damage. So let me do that. Oh wow, amazing. A 1.
Lovely.
Okay.
So that's a solid 14 damage, but she also has to make a strength save, or she's pushed 15 feet to the side.
She automatically succeeds.
I see that. Okay.
All right. So as Jack runs up and slashes with his rapier and shadow and
More of
green
a
flames.
thrust.
Yeah. Then Shada runs up and slashes and just completely whiffs it, and then he brings his blade up for another swing and slashes across her, trying to push her back, but she kind of like grabs the blade with her hand. A lot of ichor is dripping down, but she just like is grinning as it's like shaking in her hand. And Shada, you can't push her back. Denton, it's your turn.
Damn, this bitch is crazy.
Okay. First, I'm gonna try and hit her with my spiritual weapon.
Okay.
So that would be a 14 to hit.
That misses.
And then, the monk is still frightened. Is that? Okay. I'm gonna cast Calm Emotions then, which makes me lose my spiritual weapon. But that can take the fear, the frightened effect away from her.
Okay.
It's a saving throw, but she can voluntarily fail it to have the effect happen.
Yes, I would like that very much. I suddenly feel very much better from that.
All right. Is that your turn?
Yeah, that's my action and bonus action.
All right, Koya, as you are grasped and you feel this burning feeling seep into your skin as like scars and bubbles and blisters begin to spread throughout the surface of your skin, you see, look into her eyes and just see this flash of coldness and blue skin and a sense of, starving in the cold during a blizzard. And you grow frightened by this, but then you feel this warmth from behind and there's this calming sense of content as the end casts this. It's now your turn. What would you like to do?
Oh, I would like to back away a little bit.
How
I take
far
like,
away?
let's do like, how close am I to her? I'm in melee range,
You're in
right?
melee
So
range,
yeah, I'll go like 20 feet back,
All
like half my
she's
speed.
gonna take an opportunity attack against you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
There
that is
goes her
going to be-
reaction.
Yeah. Hold on.
Oh wait, no, she's already used reactions. Right? Or has it just been legendary?
Just use
action?
legendary actions.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh, so she's not going to do that. Okay. She's gonna let you back away, just staring you down, holding Shada's sword at bay with her hand as you do so.
Okay. And then I'm gonna throw my boomerang, but I'm gonna try to aim for her knee
Okay.
in an attempt to keep Shada safe.
Okay.
I'm no longer frightened. Yes, that's what we discovered from the calm emotions.
Mm-hmm.
No, you're no longer frightened.
Great. I wanted to make sure I didn't have to roll disadvantage.
And technically, you feel indifferent towards her until she attacks you again.
15.
That misses.
Ah. Well, not much else I can do.
All right.
And then I'm just gonna watch my boomerang hit the ground.
It is her turn. She's going to hold her action. Sorry, it is your turn.
Finally. Am I? I'm
Mysterious.
close enough, right, to her?
You can now get within range of her, yes.
All right. I'd like to run up. Because I was running the whole time, right? I was running the whole time. I want to run up and, like, with the motion of my sword.
Before you do that, she's going to use her reaction because she's waiting for you to get closer. I need
Is she?
everyone except for Ember and Elith, of course, to go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw.
Damn.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna re-roll mine.
Okay.
19.
Okay.
I'll take that 13.
All right.
Constitution. Ooh, it's a 19.
I got an 8.
All right. Well, the DC is 20.
Okay.
Wait, is everybody making a con save?
Yeah, everyone except for
Okay.
Ember.
21.
You
Bitch.
succeed, Shada. All right. You guys watch as Star runs up close and begins to go for a stab in an opening. This bright, radiant light shines forth from her as she casts Sunburst. Everyone who failed to save, which is everybody except for Shada and Ember, is going to take 49 points of radiant damage. Shada,
Jesus.
you are taking 24 points of radiant damage, and everybody except for Ember and Shada is blinded.
14-9. I'll take a reaction and use Uncanny Dodge to halve that.
All right, so you take just 24. Ember, you watch as she begins to back away. Sorry, you can finish your turn.
Shit. Okay.
Your attack
So
will
I got-
be made with disadvantage, though, because you're blinded.
Fuck. Okay. Fuck. Shit. I'm going to disadvantage. Well, 15, and then both 15.
You miss. You get blinded by this bright light, and you feel this like radiant energy just burn away at you, and you make it so that you just feel air, completely missing her. All right, is that your turn?
Wait, hold on. Shit. Oh no, there's an action. That's not a bonus action. I'll just bonus action attack her with another weapon, even though I can't see her properly. I'm gonna attack her with my dagger.
Uh-oh, don't miss.
I hope not. 16 and 24.
That misses. This is disadvantage. You miss with the rapier. You go for the stab with the dagger, and it's just air. Ember, you just saw this bright burst of light from her, and then just shadows of your allies. Now you just see them kind of covering their eyes, and Sarah missing. What do you do?
Yeah, so I'm like 470 feet away, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna do like a little bit of fucking trigonometry. And I'm going to dimension door myself. About just behind her, so I'm not in her line of sight where she's looking at them.
Okay.
Just behind her, and like 20 feet off to the left.
Okay.
That's gonna be my turn. I'm also going to use my familiar's movement to run 25 feet and get in position like directly behind her, about 15 feet away. And then my construct is still balled up, protecting the child, is going to move another 60 feet towards the gates.
Okay. Jack, you're blinded. What would you like to do for your turn?
Okay, did you say she's still within melee range, or has she moved out of melee range
She
for
has
me?
not moved because that was her reaction to trigger the spell. She can't move.
I see. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I've got my eyes closed, I'm blinded, and I will use my bonus action to use steady aim. Which should give me advantage on this attack, provided I don't move, and will give me 0 speed. Steady aim, and thrust.
So, straight attack.
It's a straight attack roll, I believe, and that's well, it was almost a net 20, but it's not, it's a 9.
Alright, that misses.
Nice.
Yeah.
You take a
sorry.
moment, 3 seconds to calm yourself and focus on the sound. And you are sure you go you go for a stab and just air. Shada, you are not blinded. You can see her. What would you like to do?
All right, so Shada, that hurt, right? So Shada's going to use his bonus action to use Hexblade's Curse on her.
Okay.
And let me just check that off. And then he's going to basically just wail on her with the sword.
Okay.
And 28 to hit,
That hits.
for 15 plus 4.
Okay.
So yeah, that's 19. And then he's gonna make another attack. 21 to hit. Does that hit?
Hits.
So 18.
All right.
And then Shada's gonna use Action Surge to make 2 more.
Okay.
That's a 19 to hit.
Just hits.
Just hits. That is another 17.
Okay.
And 1 more. That does not hit.
No, it does not. So, she's bleeding from several different places. She's breathing heavily. She looks hurt. Feisty. Yeah, and you're blinded. What would you like to do?
I guess make a death saving throw because I'm unconscious.
Oh,
Holy shit!
So am I! Death Gang!
Oh my god.
you did not announce that.
I put it in the Roll20 chat. Also, so from what I understand, I can use my lucky feet on a death saving throw. Will you allow that?
I will allow that.
Okay, I'm gonna try again then, because I don't like the 9.
Bigger number. 10!
All right. Oh yeah, you are unconscious. Blinded and unconscious. What are you doing?
Yes. I'm going to make
I
a
didn't know.
death saving throw.
I didn't know
Wait, you
either.
cursed
who
them.
was
They're gonna die the
unconscious.
first episode.
I told you about that backup character. What did I say?
I got a 17.
Yeah.
All right, 17.
Oh.
All right, she is going to disengage, and you watch as she runs to Shada. You watch as she runs to the edge of the pond, and you notice something that you didn't really look for, but various circles of mushrooms. And as she runs into it, she like shimmers and it's gone in just an instant.
I would
Okay.
like to counterspell that.
It's not really a spell she's
It's a
casting.
fucking portal. I mean, I wouldn't know. I'm blind.
Okay, so it's not a spell, so I can't counterspell it.
Right, she's not casting the spells, she's using kind of a thing that already exists there. Here you go. Alright, and
And I'm assuming that I watched her run into the thing.
right,
Yeah.
you were behind her, so she like kind of evaded you, and any opportunity attack she would provoke us of disengage, and ran into the fairy ring.
Okay.
All right, and that ends combat, and that is where we're going to take our mid-session break. So everybody, we will be back in 15
Damn.
minutes. We will see you here at the Prestige GC Twitch channel. So, you know, don't forget to follow us on our socials. I'll go ahead and put those in the chat for you right now, and we will see you in 15 minutes. All right, great job, everyone. Great first initiative. All right.
Oh my.
You are
We only had
back.
2 people go unconscious.
And welcome back, everyone. So, where we last left off, champions minus Elif, you all had just faced a mysterious fey being trying to abduct a child. During the battle, Koya and Denton both went unconscious. Seem to be stabilizing, but they're not out of the woods yet. What would you like to do?
Okay. So I'm gonna go first. I now have a a construct who is going to run through the gates of the city until I get to him. So I'm going to dimension door to the construct and give him different orders, and I'm just gonna disappear from basically whatever they're doing.
Okay.
Jack. Jack,
I
I'd like to-
unblind myself.
After about a minute, it wears off. I need
Alright,
Koya and Denton to both make some saving throws in the process.
Before they do that, could I see with the situation around me and mask cure wounds?
Well, technically, the saving throw is every 6 seconds, so.
Oh, really? Fuck. Hopefully they don't die.
6.
10 say. Ooh.
You don't have a death saving throw, Jet. You're not unconscious.
Uh.
I'm assuming
Oh,
I
no, I
failed
don't.
with my 6.
So you're 1 fail, 1 success. The end is...
I'm gonna redo that one with my last lucky point. So it's 1 fail instead of 2.
Twice.
Alright, I mean,
Okay,
you have
so-
2
man.
successes. You have
I have 2 successes and 1 fail
1
right now.
fail, yeah.
Okay.
And
Jack, are you
I
unconscious?
think
Nope. Resisting the sun.
Yeah, you shouldn't be doing con saves.
The sunburst, it seems, requires saving throws.
there's three successes.
Throw
Alright,
up
so
the
Dan
blindness.
stabilizes
Oh, to
Koya.
be not blinded.
You rolled
Gotcha.
a 1 success, 1 fail. Go ahead and finish your other 2. Or 3, or 4.
Who? Me?
Yeah. So you got 1 success, 1 fail.
Okay, 14.
Success, okay. Do another one.
16.
All right, both stabilized. So, Sarah and Jack, as you become unblinded, you notice that Shada is kind of tending to the wounded. He had to go, by the way. Stabilizing them,
Oh,
but
you had to leave. Got it.
yeah. And
Are we
he kind
alright?
of looks and goes, they'll live, but they're hurt. They have
What can
visible
we do?
burn wounds across their body. They're breathing steadily, but, quite wounded.
I like to cast Mass Cure Wounds and heal them.
Alright?
Yeah, we'll heal basically all of us, right?
Yeah.
It's up to 6 of us. Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll for that.
Heal all the injured. 14.
Ooh.
Alright, so you watch as some of the burns begin to recede away from their skin. They're like kind of milky white eyes from the blindness kind of recedes as well. And with a deep breath, you both come back to consciousness and there's light in the world once more. The ground is cold.
Jack helps Koya up.
There's snow.
I go up to Denton. I'm like, thank God I can't lose you again. I'm out of diamonds.
Oh, yeah. I don't want to die again so soon.
Alright.
That's just a
Thank you.
good feeling.
Meanwhile,
Any
back at the
idea
Flint and
where she
Steel,
went?
Aleph, you took the kobold to the basement of the Flint and Steel. What are you doing with it? We all want to know.
Okay, so
Torture.
originally, I'm very upset. Okay, because not only has this little kobold and its stupid little kobold friends harassed me, made me paranoid and unnerved, but they've also caused a disturbance for all of my friends. However, okay, the more I'm looking at it, the cuter it gets. So, and I've seen these before, okay, once, and they look like little dragons, right? And so I'm assuming they speak Draconic, right? So I'm finna speak Draconic to this little kobold and maybe have a conversation, kind of gauge his temperament, and see how it's gonna go. Because honestly, if this little guy is gonna just be a jerk to me, cut him off. But unless if he's cool, then he's cool. It can be my little pet and do stuff.
So, he's still unconscious. He's just stabilized.
Well, when does he wake up? Can I shake him awake? What do I do?
After
Wake up.
an hour, you can roll
Can I
some hit
smack
die.
him in the head? Okay, well, first, if he's not gonna wake up, I need to really make sure that he can't escape. So, my basement is already set up, right? So I am going to tie him up better because the cloak, I'm assuming, is not very,
Okay.
secure if he's struggling.
Okay.
And I don't know. I want him to wake up. I don't want to hurt him
All right.
until he wakes up.
All right, we'll come back to you. So the
Cool.
rest of you. I think Jack was asking where did she go?
Where did she go? Did anyone see?
Shada says she ran over there and points to the mushrooms.
And then what?
She's
So
gone.
I would have messaged Shada at this point, because I probably would have caught up to the golem.
Okay.
I have the child. We're going back to the store now.
Okay. He responds with, "We'll catch up."
You had that blank look on your eyes where, like, there's a voice in your head or something. We'll catch up. We're not done here. She just went somewhere.
Ember has the kid, taking him back.
Where did she go, by the way?
She ran to
You
the
said over
mushrooms.
there. Okay.
The mushroom?
Jack's gonna go over to the mushrooms and check them out.
Hey, be careful.
I'll be-
Our group has gotten sucked into the Feywild before,
We have?
unknowingly walking into a portal.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Dying is not very fun.
Elith
Don't
and
do
I
it.
are
I think I'd remember.
Elith and I are the
something
only
like
ones
this.
that remember.
Jack's gonna
No, she
create a
took your
little,
memory.
just a little token, just in his hand, prestidigitation, and just sort of toss it at one of the mushrooms. See if anything happens.
So as you throw it, you notice that there's 3 rings to these mushrooms. You kind of toss the coin, and as it like rolls in like through the snow and goes into the center ring, it kind of shimmers and then gone.
Uh-huh. Okay, so she went through there, and she's got about a minute head start.
Wait, did the mushroom vanish or did the coin vanish?
The coin.
Okay.
Okay. Next thing,
Also,
Jack would like to
time
take out his-
seems to work differently there.
Jack
So
would
she
like to take
may
out
be
a
gone
little
for a
rope.
minute, but that could be longer.
Oh, interesting point. Could be hours, could be days. And he's going to toss the rope through the mushroom thing, just to see what would happen. Did it disappear?
Are you holding on to the rope?
Yes, I'm holding onto the rope. Holding
Nothing
onto one end.
happens.
Oh, interesting. And it just sort of like goes over the mushrooms, is that it? It doesn't
Yeah,
like
yeah.
partially disappear? Oh,
Yeah.
no, okay, I'll pull it back. Okay. Some kind of transport circle, probably. You stand on that thing in your entirety, and then you... poof. Well,
So we could chase her, but our group is divided.
And I'm not very strong right now.
no, you don't look... Yeah, you look wounded.
Those
But
guns looked pretty strong earlier.
Thank you. They are very powerful, but I think I died. I don't really know.
well, she's going to be back, and she'll be taking more kids. So this isn't over. In the meantime, this house, this is where she felt safe. She took the kid here, right?
We should probably set some guards here to guard the house just in case she comes back.
This
Oh, wow.
is a shot at. I don't know. That's kind of like sending guards to the Feywild to fight something.
We're not sending them to the Feywilds. It's the house outside the Feywilds, right? Or like outside, like near the entrance.
You saw what it
We
did
should
to
just
us. What would it
keep
do
an
to
eye
the
on it.
guards?
Perhaps we need a spy. Somebody who could watch here and tell us so we don't endanger anyone else. And then we could get the rest of our party.
Do we know
Shauna
anyone
says,
local?
I'll stay. I'll stay, and then you guys get everybody come back.
Alright, Shadow.
Okay.
In the meantime, just would like to just inspect our general vicinity because I want to know a little bit more about this place, wherever we are.
What are you trying to see? Are you like trying to look at the land around you? Are you trying to make sense of this circle?
It's a circle in the ground in like the land, right? It's not a building, is it?
No, this is
Yeah, it's not a
this is
structure.
next to a lake.
Oh, I see. Okay, so it's like way in the wilds and stuff. Okay, cool. I'd like to examine kind of the area around where she left, and also just pay attention to her footprints, and look for any signs that she might have left behind. Some kind of runes, symbols, books, items, whatever it is that may indicate that she returns here often.
Need an investigation check.
Will do. Here it comes.
While that happens, can I make a map of this
Let me give
space
you.
that we're in?
Let me give you guidance.
Make an intelligence
24.
check. Koya.
Oh,
24 plus guidance. Let me do that now.
here I can.
Plus 2, so 26.
You got it.
So you look around this area and in the snow, you see the various footprints from the battle that just occurred. The snow has melted and refrozen since from the divine light and the heat from it.
Is it slicker?
You notice that the snow becomes more icy and slick and more solidified on the top as it gets closer to this circle.
Okay, 16 intelligence.
You
Check.
feel like you can make a pretty decent map of this area. It's more of a local map rather than regional or a world, but
Shout out to the locals.
See, the snow here is melted as it gets closer to the circle. Perhaps it's warmer on that side.
It's not melted, it's more slick, like it's frozen
slick.
more.
I don't know much about snow and ice, but I'm pretty sure
Colder on the other side.
if you were to melt something like her blast did and it were to freeze over, I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure it just becomes hard. Sort of like ice sculptures, I think. At least we know in what direction it went, or like we could possibly tell by the blast. The blast, was it when she blasted? Was it like in a cone or was it a circle? Like, was it like, what was that range?
There was a radius to the spell.
Okay.
Shada would be able to tell you this, but you all got blinded from it. But it came from all around her.
Shit. So okay, so it just shows a fucking circle.
Last thing, the mushroom patch.
To be specific, it was as you got closer to the fairy ring, the ice it became more solidified and less snow. Like it's almost colder in that area.
Oh.
Yeah, it's cold on the other side. Probably. The mushroom patch, is it just a wild bunch, or is it like particularly like arranged, like a special mushroom here and there?
So this is, make a history check for me.
Cool. Yeah. This is with an eye to maybe pick one and take it back for analysis.
I was gonna say if I could. That's a good idea. I was gonna say if I could potentially mage hand one, just in case I disappear when I touch it.
I have a 5 on the history check.
Can I look also?
Yeah. Go ahead and
Can I like come up behind Midnight Jack? Okay. Oh.
Don't know anything about
8.
these.
8? Like.
Yeah. Like I rolled an 8. I rolled a 3 and added my +5.
Okay. Putting your heads together, you both are not familiar with the lore of Fae. You didn't really have a parent, no offense, telling you how the stories of the Fae.
Oh wait, stories of the Fae? My staff when I was younger and lived back home with my parents would read stories. I don't know if I retained anything from it because I was a child, but
You have parents? That's wonderful.
I'm so sorry. I misspoke. I had parents. Yeah,
Go
Sorry,
ahead and
dude.
make a history check
Lead you
also,
on.
if you really wanna, try it.
Fuck.
The most that you can tell is that there are various ways that mortals get involved with the Fae. You don't know the exact specifics of it, but you know that, someone could just be walking on a particular day through a forest, and next thing they know, they're in the Fey Wilds or some other plane of existence. It's rare, but these things do exist.
So that's what I know, or is that?
That's what you know.
Okay.
You didn't quite pay attention to these stories.
I relate to them. I'm like, well, I think these things, just like these portals. I'm gonna call them portals. I'm not sure. I don't know the terminology here because again I was a child. They just are scattered throughout random places, and next thing you know, you're on a hike with your best friend, Goldilocks, through the forest, and all of a sudden you're in the witch's hut in a different dimension.
Yeah, I've heard of Goldilocks.
Also,
Yeah.
These portals come and go. They're not always permanent necessarily.
And they're random. They have a wild temperament, so these portals aren't always going to be here. I'm pretty sure.
How interesting.
Okay.
Again, no. This was read from like a stories to read to your child to make him go to bed, but they're also not truthful.
Do you recommend that they be told to other children? Just on a side note, if I ever run an orphanage, should I tell them of the phase? I didn't have a parent.
I mean, I guess now that I see that it might be real, you should probably say, "Hey, if a pale, tall person with elf ears appears to you, you should probably stay away."
Good note.
I don't like it here. We should get back. We have our wounded.
That's a good idea. I need a bath.
Alright. Start heading back, I think.
Mm.
In the meantime, orphans, huh?
Yes. I was abandoned out in the woods and the monks took me in, and so I have a fondness for old people, little tiny animals. I can actually talk to them, but they have to be very small, and children.
I thought there was something familiar about you.
Are you an orphan also?
Yeah.
Or just prison? Ah, yes.
Oh, that hurt.
One very often goes with the other.
That makes sense. I didn't have a lot of kids around, so I don't really know how they all ended up.
I know she said it was good in time, but that hurt. So, you have parents also, or just prison?
All right, so I'm saying that you guys are having this conversation while you're heading back. Ember,
Yeah.
eventually you make it back to the Fight and Steel. Is there anything you would like to do on your way back with your golem, or you just, want to head back?
Koya would
I'm
just
waiting-
head back.
I'm waiting for him to unmute his mic.
Oh, I thought you were asking if you're doing anything else while going back.
And so the rest of you are just heading back, though, for my reference?
Indeed.
Yeah.
Can I look around as we're heading back to see if I can find anyone else? Like, what if she wasn't the only one kidnapping children?
Make an investigation check as you head back. Ember, is there anything you're doing on your way back?
I got 15.
You got a 15.
All right. Looking around, there's nothing that you could tell. But you do notice that, like, this festival, they're setting up lanterns, paper lanterns, and streamers will be set. By this time, the it's nightfall. That's when people seem to be more active. You do notice that there are parents with their kids are always, like, tightly holding their hand, or they seem to be more protective than normal.
I have an idea.
They might be aware.
Yeah, I have an idea. We could
Go
draw
ahead.
them out. Well, they're probably not done. We frustrated their efforts once. They'll probably be looking for more kids. We could lay a trap.
Yeah.
Maybe
We have at
I
least...
True.
morph into a child. I do have young skin complexion for being very old.
Mm-hmm. You can make yourself look like other people. And
Yeah.
our young...
It's my
Our
shtick.
friend here can probably pass as a child too. No offense.
Oh, that's me. I'm only 20, so I guess I am pretty young. Oh, because I'm short.
Jesus.
Well, between us, we could potentially lay some bait. It's a thought. But first, let's rest.
We'll think more about it in the morning.
Well, I
That
was
sounds
thinking
good.
about an hour or so over drinks, and then we talk.
Yes, let's go execute this plan. Maybe a little
Take
buzz.
Make a perception check.
Okay.
Festival's looking
Might-
real
that-
nice.
That would be a 2.
All right.
No, this festival is ongoing. There will probably be more disappearances tonight. I don't know if I like the idea of sleeping through it.
And we probably want to get it done faster because in a couple days it's going to be dark all the time, and I don't think we want that.
Also, you left
stop for a
Shada
breather.
back at the circle, so
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
He didn't come walk with us?
you told him to
No, he's
stay.
watching. He's watching the place just to make sure, just to see if she comes back. And if she does, I guess he's, guess we won't know. We should message him.
He's back.
Yeah,
in the
we-
circle?
I can send him a message to come join us. Should we alert the guard to that location first, and so somebody can keep an eye on it?
I think it's a good idea. Just post a few people there. Yeah, Sarah had it right.
Yeah.
Don't
So
let him
we can
know too
find
soon.
I mean,
we can find somebody else
I don't
to
hear that often, thanks.
perhaps not never often enough.
okay.
Right.
Ember.
So I'm gonna go try and find the guard.
All right. Ember, as you make it
Yeah,
back to the Flint and Steel, is there anything else that you want to do?
So I want my golem to not destroy things as we get back there.
Okay.
I get back there. We have the child. Ma'am, my party and I have collected your child, and you are free to stay here for the night. I know this is a dangerous night.
Collected.
She she kind of
Just-
holds out her arms and crouches. She goes, "The Styrian! Oh my god, my boy!" And she like holds it. She goes, "Thank you."
Just know this place is protected, and you have free room on us.
Thank you.
And then I'm going to turn and start walking out the door with the golem, and kind of turn around and be like, Percival,
First of all,
lock up the building.
but the customers.
Lock up the building. No more customers.
No more
Well,
customers.
we'll let the customers that are... and of course let the customers that are here leave first.
You're not there.
Oh. Okay.
We're in the
Yep.
Flint and Steel now, correct? With the mother and the child.
You guys are still heading back.
Oh, we're still heading back.
Oh, okay. Oh, right. Yeah, he was ahead of us. That's right.
Yeah,
As a hard life, was it?
I was very far ahead of you guys. I dropped the kid off, and I told Percival to just lock everything up, and I gave the mother and her child a room.
Ellis,
And I walk out the front door, and I send my familiar scouting throughout the neighborhood,
so you left
basically
your
doing circles
familiar
around.
at the Lion's Mane Tavern across the street. Or was it the Lion's Mane?
Okay, I'll have him teleport back to me.
Yeah, the Lion's Mane Tavern, because you were having it keep an eye on Lenore Valine through her window.
Yeah. I'll have him teleport back.
Okay,
This is more important.
all right. Elif, as he does this, the kobold that you have tied up in your basement kind of opens its eyes. It's blinking. It's like swaying. It like looks. He's like, like looking around, like kind of jingling on the chains.
I don't speak bark.
What is this?
This is my basement.
You devil lady.
You dragon goblin. I have questions for you, and you're gonna answer them.
No.
Yes, I'm gonna intimidate him. As
Make a-
intimidating as I can be.
Make an intimidation check.
I know I don't sound intimidating right now, but gosh darn it, he better feel intimidated in my basement. 10.
Is this what the government?
No.
Okay. Can I punch him in the head?
Yes.
All right. Punched him.
He
Bonk.
gets make an attack roll.
Okay, let me find that. Let's Seriously, homie, you do not want to be denying me right now. You are not in the position. Where in the world? I don't have a punch.
While
What do
she's
you
doing
want me
that,
to roll for
everyone,
this?
don't forget to enter the keyword in the chat, Fey Wild, for your chance to win a shirt. I was going to do it randomly today, so I'll type it so you know how to spell it. Fey Wild.
How do you do this?
It's an attack roll. You should like just roll a d20, and then I think your
Oh my gosh.
your attack modifier is like -1 or something for melee attack.
Okay, 15 then.
That hits because he's restrained. It does 1 point damage because that's the minimum amount of damage that you can do.
Yes.
He goes back unconscious because he only got one.
Are you serious? Oh my god, bro. Oh my goodness. This is so difficult. All I wanted was to ask some questions to figure out what I need to do with him. Can I wait for him to wake up, I guess?
Sure. Ember, can you go ahead and make a perception check for your familiar, please? You guys make it back to the gates, and you find a guard. It's the same one that kind of like stopped you at the gates. And you guys, what is it now?
We'd like to get her back in, please. We found the abductor.
Well, come on in. Come on in. It's fine. It's fine.
Did a fiery-looking man and a blonde child come through here at some point? Did they make it back?
Yeah. It was about 20 minutes ago. And they
good.
They went back that way. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay. We're gonna stride in that direction.
Happy festival.
That was the guard, right?
Yeah, that was like the lieutenant of this gate.
Okay.
I
I want to let him know. I want to let him know about the suspicious area we found, and that we left our Tabaxi friend there to keep an eye on it. And that's where this mysterious kidnapper lady went.
All right. You can find an inquiry at the public building up in here in the district. It's just gonna be 2 streets down and 2 to the left during business hours. So.
Hey, how would you like to be a hero tonight?
I'm not much being a hero, but if you go just 2 streets down and to the right.
How would you like to be promoted? Here's the thing. There's a very dangerous criminal out there from the Feywild who's abducting children, and they may well return from their place of ill repute, which happens to be a mushroomy portal around yonder. But if you happen to be the one to spearhead an action to post some guards around there and keep that from happening, by gum, I expect they'll reward you handsomely. You'll be sitting on some cushy job forever.
Make a
They may even promote you.
persuasion check.
Okay, here we go.
Come on. Persuade him. Her.
Oh, that's 13.
Okay.
You have the most 18th century like slang I've ever heard. Like
It's so elegant
George.
and well done, though. It's crazy.
There's a moment where like you're staring at him and he's staring at you, and you're staring at him and he's saying, right. So if you go 2 streets down and to the right, you can file a public inquiry.
Am I there with them?
Yeah, and you'll get back in about 5 to 10 business days.
I go up to him. And I just like, pout my lip, and I'm like, please, mister, like, it would mean a lot to us if you could, like, please help us out.
Well,
Is there
I bat my eyes, and then I just like move one of my strands of hair from my face, like, and tuck it behind my ear.
I done told you, as you go 2 streets down and to the right, there's a public inquiry.
Is there a chapter of the what's it called, Adventurers Guild here in town?
In the southern part of the empire, we only have the one at the Restoria now. There's also one up north. You can just go up there, and if you want to travel the several days now.
I turn to the party and I'm like, well, I guess my good looks aren't gonna work here, guys.
No, I think this is why we're needed around these parts. Let's go.
Bunch of uglies here anyways.
Yeah.
All right.
I walk away when I say that.
By the way, after I dropped off the kid and I sent the lizard on a scouting mission. I took the robot, to the college.
You
I
took him
want
to the
to
college.
get.
What college?
Isn't this where the School of Magic is?
No, that's in Restoria.
Oh fuck! Never mind. Then we just go patrolling.
Hey, did you roll a perception check for your familiar?
I can. Hold on. Give me a sec. It's a +1, I think, right?
I want to go ahead and
No.
send my message to
A
Shada
-1.
Okay, what do you want to say to Shada?
that we're going to take a little bit of time to recover and then decide what we're going to do. We can't find a replacement, so rest there, is what I tell him.
You after a few minutes you hear back. All right.
What do you say?
I think he can sit tight there a little longer. He might as well rest while he's there. So we can at least have somebody still keeping an eye on it.
Wouldn't it be
man.
safer if we all took turns keeping watch?
It may.
Back outside the.
Or like,
I mean,
if two of us, just in case, like for backup.
Does he have a way of reaching us if anything happens?
if one of our friends with a familiar sent them there.
It'll be up to us, right? Maybe up to us to check in. Okay, well then
Yeah.
perhaps we should send or something every few hours just to make sure.
So are we? You suggested a quick rest earlier. Are you thinking a proper rest to recover?
I think just given this festival is happening and these parents with kids are out and about, I think tonight might be the best time to see if we can catch any of them in action.
Right.
And to this point, you guys, the sun has fully gone down, and you see fireworks being set off and bright and brilliant colors being let off into the sky. There are, as you guys get closer to the East Market, there are entertainers in the area, people dancing with fire. There are acrobats and just various, people.
Cool. I'd like to just study a few of the faces, get a note of the demographics, the kinds of people you'd expect, especially the parents, what they look like.
Make a perception check since you're kind of looking at the general area.
Mm-hmm. Just noting a few details here and there. Things like color of skin, freckles, details. Oh, it's a natural 1.
Can't quite, there's a lot of stuff going on. What you do notice that there are, contrary to this morning, a lot of the stalls that have been set up are now put away, and there are various other stalls set up.
Are there specialty stalls, like the stuff that sell special items for this occasion?
Make a perception check.
Okay. 22.
You notice that there are various stalls. There's a wagon that catches your eye with kind of this like star paint, like it's like the canvas is painted to look like a starry night sky. Hues of red, purple, blue, and there's kind of a staircase leading up inside. It's no more larger than like a covered wagon that you would see on like on the trail to Oklahoma. But
even the Oregon Trail,
Oregon, both they use covered wagons for both.
Oklahoma.
Anyway, but that is the general feel. A lot of people.
So,
Go ahead.
so as my familiar is like going around not seeing shit, me and my construct are looking for people wearing specifically like the sort of black cloak that I saw, or gray cloak, sorry, gray cloak that I saw on the previous kidnapper.
Okay. Make a investigation check. Well, perception check with advantage is what we'll do for this.
Are you sure you don't want it to be an investigation?
I'm pretty sure because you're looking at a general area.
Yeah. Okay.
A 10.
Perception check with advantage.
You're not quite noticing anything, but you're keeping your eye out. But you do notice your
Okay,
party
cool.
kind of reapproaching the market. There are two gnomish women standing in the middle of the square, kind of like juggling. One of them does a flip as she tosses a knife into the air, and as it falls, she catches and keeps her rhythm going. They're giving on quite a show as there's now a crowd gathering around them.
Okay. If just stealing a quick, quiet moment, Jack is going to tip his hat down. And then as he tips his hat back up, his face has changed. It's sort of a rotund, round human face, pale skin, and sort of a pattern of red just above the bridge of the nose, just to sort of match Koya's, actually. Bit of freckles and stuff going on, like similar colored hair. And he looks really just like what might be the human version of a father, like if Koya were like a little girl. And he's just going to elbow Sarah as they walk close, and he's going to point down at Koya. Oh, I gotta watch out for this one. She's always running off. She's always out and about. Don't you run off now. I'm trying to say like really loudly, you know? Just.
I wink at him, thinking I got a gist of what's going on, and I'd like to disguise myself as a child.
So disguise self doesn't change your height.
I know.
So you look like
I'm not that tall. I'm
by 1 foot.
pretty sure.
He ate all his
Hold on,
vegetables.
Hold on. Oh shit, I'm 5'7". Okay. I'm just a grown child. Actually, I disguise myself as the mom. Of this child.
Okay.
Cool.
Uh-huh.
Like linking arms.
Yeah, we're linking arms. I'm like, I do a voice to him like, get back here, you're gonna get lost.
Okay, so then
Why?
now I'm just gonna like lean down to Koya and just, when you're ready, find a moment, and let's see if we can catch anything.
As at this point, the kobold wakes back up. Hello, woman.
Hello. Dragon dog. So, I don't want to hit you anymore, to be honest. It's exhausting for me personally. So I just want to talk to you. Can we do that? And at this point, Elith is sitting in a chair, like looking at him, legs crossed, hands folded in her lap. She's just like, she's been waiting for hours, literally, to talk to this thing.
About an hour. Make a persuasion check. With
That's what it
disadvantage,
feels
'cause
like.
you did punch him.
He deserved it a little bit, if we're being honest. You said persuasion?
Mm-hmm.
9. Oh boy.
You give me what I want, and I talk.
What do you want? That's what I want to talk to you about. What?
You have egg.
No. We don't. I don't.
You
Are
have
you?
egg.
Do you? Okay. Okay. Question for you. Do you know what's his name? Zelryan? Is that how you pronounce it? Do you know Zelryan? Are you familiar with that individual?
No.
No? Okay. So what egg?
It's Orion's egg.
Uh-huh. Okay. So I have bad news for you and good news for you. Okay. Bad news is that we really don't have the egg here. I believe we passed it off a little bit ago.
Where is egg?
Ella starts doing like mental math on her fingers. Right. She's trying to. Thorm, I think, is where we left it. Do you know where Thorm is? Yes. No. So all you wanted was the egg?
Egg belonged to dragon.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it is a dragon's egg. And that's it? You didn't want to hurt me? Or my friends?
No.
Or steal children? Or create a conspiracy of any kind?
What that mean? Conspiracy.
It's like a backstabbing, like under the table backstabbing. Anyways,
Kobolds don't backstab.
are your friends gonna come back for you? Do you think?
Don't know.
That's unfortunate. So I have several options for you now to choose from since we had our wonderful conversation. Option 1 for you is that you can sit down here and starve. Option 2 is that you can help me in my studies. And option 3 is that you can help me in my studies in a very passive way. Okay?
You let me go.
No. That wasn't an option.
I get egg, I bring here.
You bring it here?
Yes.
I don't want that egg. We don't want that egg.
Let me one egg.
Okay. At this point, Ella's getting kind of like her foot's twitching a little bit. She is getting pretty irritated with this guy. No headway, not what she wanted. So, let me see here. I'm gonna kill him.
Oh, okay.
Make an
And
intimidation check before you do.
before I do,
Yeah.
all right. Do. 10.
The gods have another angel today.
Okay. Wait! No, kill! I have knowledge. He taps on his head. Well, he kind of like moves his head up to his hand that's chained to the bench and like taps on it.
What knowledge? Please.
Dragons coming back. We take care until they wake up.
Uh-huh. Interesting. And how much of this information would you be willing to share with me? Because if you're not going to share with me, it's kind of useless.
You let me go?
No. I want you to stay here with me in my sight, because if you leave, you're never going to come back, and I can't handle that.
You don't know that.
Why would you come back? I just threatened to kill you. It's not clicking for me.
Good point.
So, how about this? I leave you down here tonight. I do some thinking, maybe a little bit of praying to the patron. And then in the morning, I'll bring you breakfast or something. What do you eat?
Bugs. Meats.
Bugs? Meat?
No tomatoes.
I agree with that one. Okay. Well, then I guess our work here is done. And I'm gonna gag you also because I just don't need you making noise. So.
God forbid you give the man tomatoes.
Ooh.
You know what? That should be all you give him.
That's his breakfast that I bring him in the morning. Your tomato bread. Yeah, and then after I gag him, I'm just gonna go up to my room. And do exactly as I said, which is praying to my patron, which I'm not exactly sure who I'm trying to talk to, so it's kind of just like a reach into the abyss, and we connect.
Okay.
You do a group FaceTime.
Make a religion check while I get back to the rest of the group here.
All right.
All right. I'll look up at Jack and then kind of like I'll look a little confused at first at both of them, at Sarah as well, and then I'll just go shrug at them and go. I'll just shrug at them and go. I guess I should go play, and then I'll just kind of.
Don't you do it! No! Oh, she's all the way. And I'll do this like big exaggerated turning around, like looking disparagingly.
Make a performance check.
I sort of fall
Performance
into
check?
the,
Yes.
I fall into the arms of Jack, and I'm like, oh dear, where have we gone wrong?
It's at this
I
point,
don't know, but I'm
the crowd cheers
really
to the
getting-
end of the performance.
Wow.
Not you, the acrobats juggling knives.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
No, I
Okay.
figured.
We both rolled
18.
Although
Okay.
Great. Well, as Sarah falls into Jack's arms, I don't know, but I'm really taken away by the atmosphere of the place, and I plant a big old kiss on Sarah's lips. Just
Whoa.
Wait, am I Sarah?
yeah.
Somebody.
yeah.
Sarah.
No, that's a good cover name, Sarah.
Yeah. Okay.
When you
Oh,
kiss
Sarah.
me, when you
Just a big old.
when you kiss me, and like it's violent, and I was not expecting this. So when you release, I'm just like, not like basically starstruck, where I'm like staring off. I'm like, oh, what a man.
Cool. Jack's eyes never leave the crowd. He is watching the crowd the entire time through his disguise.
Make an
The-
investigation.
The illusory eyes are down here, but his real eyes are
No,
like
make a
up here.
perception
Like,
check.
look. Oh shit! Shouldn't have. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go, and it's 15.
Okay. Looking around the area, you don't notice anything that comes out to like say Faye, but you do see two people wearing red and black robes kind of across the square looking right at you guys. They noticed you looking at them and immediately like turn their heads, both with their heads shaved, elvish.
Red and black robes. Okay, cool.
As I run off to play, in quotes, can I look and see if there's any spaces that would look like children's eye level, like about my height, like where I would think other kids would hang out and play during this festival, like if they were running off?
Make an intelligence check.
$18.
So there are various games set up in stalls that you can go and where you see various children gathered. That is where you would feel would be the best part.
Okay, I'll head to one of the games.
Okay. So you walk up. It is a half orc man, grayish skin. He kind of looks down at you and goes, "Hello there, little one. Would you like to play a game?"
Yes, I would like to play a game as I am a child who likes games. Yes.
I get deception check.
Where's our child? She loves to play games. We've lost our child.
We
I
would
say
like to
that
look around.
loudly. I say that loudly as to potentially alert people to our aid, in quotes, because we don't really need help. But also in case anyone's listening, they're like, oh, they got a missing child. We can snatch them up,
Ember, I will say that like across the way you do see Denton standing with these two people that you don't recognize, kind of just like in each other's arms, saying, "Where's my child?" Would you roll on your deception check?
8.
All right. Looky, he's like, right. Well, it's quite simple. You just take this here dart, and you gotta hit the red dot right there. The dot is like 20 feet away. Very small. Would be hard to say. He goes, if you win, you get one of these. And he points up, and it's like a wooden toy set, a shield and a sword, or like a fake it's like a bow but just string instead of like your typical elastic wood that can bend and flex. And he goes, or and have one of these, and he holds up a tray of these like apples with this like red hard candy around them, with like this white powder as well.
Man, I think I have to win now. That is so exciting.
It'll be 5 copper.
I'll give him 5 copper.
Okay. You get 3 darts, and this is going to be a dexterity check.
Alright.
So did I not notice them disguise themselves then? Because I knew what the plan was.
They were right next to you the whole time. Like,
Okay. That would have been funny though if I didn't. Like,
He's also kind of
Oh, no.
oblivious to things that happen.
Unnatural 20 for my dexterity check.
all right. So what's the 3 that you rolled total?
Got a non-natural 20, a 16, and a 17.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, I rolled.
You take the 3
well.
darts and you kind of squint your eyes and straighten your glasses and just like 3 just bullseye, 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 and he's like,
She is full of surprises,
What
Fucking crazy.
Amazing.
what is your prize?
I would really like those apples with the candy, please.
He takes one off of the tray and he hands it to you. He goes,
Oh god.
one just for you.
Oh, thank you so much. I guess I better go play, and maybe I'll find my mom and dad again, and I'll just start eating and kind of walk around.
Okay.
Cool. I'd very much like to keep watching the shaved heads figures, the ones in the robes.
Okay.
See what they're doing.
So as you're like kind of looking around, you watch as they both split up, going opposite directions around the circle, and you're on the opposite side of them. So they're both closing in on you.
Oh. Okay. Wait. Do I recognize them?
Make a history check.
You said they have You said they have black and red robes?
Yes.
5. No sweet clue.
You wouldn't recognize these. You don't know if they're heading towards you or just splitting up and disappearing into the crowd. Actually.
Ooh. Okay. Did you say they're heading towards me? I wonder if I'm getting an attack, like pincer move vibe.
So since you're on the opposite side, they're getting closer to you, but they're both moving in opposite directions. They kind of head into the crowd a little bit, and then you kind of lose sight of
Damn.
them.
Okay. I'm gonna whisper down to Jara.
Sarah.
Red robes. Zara. Red robes. Heads shaved. Elven. I'll take one. You take the other. The one went that way. I'm gonna take this way. And he's just gonna disappear into the crowd.
Oh, fuck. Okay. I'm still in my disguise, so I just, with my ass just plumped up, I do like a little tiptoe into the crowd to not draw attention that I'm a man in women's clothing,
Both of you
running
make
like a
stealth
man
checks.
in women's clothing. Huh?
Both of you make stealth checks.
While this is going on, I'm just cheering on all of these children that I'm watching play this game as I am quickly eating the candy, kind of forgetting I'm supposed to be doing actual work.
This is a dirty 30 for my stealth check.
Okay.
nice.
Sarah got a 14. All right. So you guys feel like you blend pretty well.
I
into
also
the
want to
crowd.
say,
Go ahead, Amber.
Sorry, I also want to say, while this is going on, like a while back, you said that I saw Denton. I'm gonna message Denton and let him know. Me and the golem are on perimeter duty, and we're just gonna be walking around the perimeter, looking at like alleyways and just kind of keeping watch over people leaving this area.
Okay. And I will respond and say Jack and Sarah are making a move. I'll let you know what happens.
So, as you both make your way through the crowd, make investigation checks.
Well, do. What is it? It's an 18.
I got a 21.
So,
Nice.
sifting your way through the crowd and kind of like looking at people's faces, you do not see where these people went. You search for about 10 minutes.
I'm
They're
looking,
gone.
grabbing everyone's shoulder. I'm like, excuse me. No, I'm looking for my. Oh no. Okay, thank you. Just like playing into the character, just in case anyone's suspect.
Okay. Fair enough. Okay. And
Do I-
as the
Do I find Jack in the crowd to like basically?
I was just gonna say, if we're working our way in opposite corners of the crowd, we're kind of eventually meeting on the other side.
Okay.
Anything?
No, D, I haven't found it. Yo, I don't know how long I can do this. My voice is starting to hurt.
All right, keep it down. It's all right.
Oh,
alright.
yes, dear.
No problem.
Yes, dear.
Faucet is broken. Let's go find our friend.
So I
I
will
just have
say
to
that
find
as
my
you guys
notes.
also so you also came across stalls that sold various firecrackers and other type of like small firework type things. That wagon with the astral kind of canvas is still there. You also have a clothing shop, one that sells various religious tapestries and symbols.
Oh,
Ooh.
what color are they?
What do you mean?
Oh, just any of them red and black robes.
So, not that you. No, it seems to be just like this older woman who is a weaver by trade. She creates like these woven works of art. So the fireworks, the astral wagon, the thing. There's also like sweets like pies and other kind of things from a bakery. Just various festive foods.
And what's the old lady doing? Is she laughing along? Is she smiling, watching the whole thing?
So from your initial look, she seems to be dealing with various customers coming up to her stall, looking at her woven works, showing them different symbols and things and explaining what they are. All of which are approved Valerian Empire gods. Which are, if we all remember, that is going to be Lathander, Kelemvor, Helm, Eldath, Shunti, Bahamut, and Torm. I'll type those in the chat just so. Oop, wrong thing. Okay.
So, an old lady selling religious memorabilia? Nothing suspicious about that, is there? Or is there?
I go up to the old, you said it was an old man with paintings?
Old lady.
Old lady with
Yeah.
paintings. And what were on the paintings again?
Just various, so you kind of are searching through them. One of them is a like waterfall plunged into a pool of still water. Another one is a white gauntlet with like radiant beams around it. A lot of them seem to be symbols of the various gods. You notice one that is 5 pillars with a crystal in the center of it.
Okay. I'd like to approach it, please.
I got this one.
Oh, sure.
I got beautiful paint.
You're cutting out.
Sorry,
Oh,
my
wow.
my wife here has a sore throat.
Oh wow, my sorry. What beautiful paintings you have here. Are you the artist?
Indeed, I am.
My wife
Oh,
here, she's a big fan of Bahamut. I wonder if you've got anything like that.
I'm a big connoisseur of the arts. I need something to hang above the kitchen.
Well, I do have this piece, and she like they're all hanging on like a singular pole. She kind of like sifts through it like a clothing rack. It is a blue tapestry with silver bordering, and embroidery. There is a profile of a dragon that is like this silvery colored thread, and then that's facing to the left.
Oh, isn't that nice, love? Just like you've got over the privy.
Yeah, I was just about to say. Oh, wouldn't it make a fine collection?
And maybe some fireworks too to please the young ones.
Maybe, yes. I do say many of your paintings do resemble of the many gods we have here. Don't they?
I would have taken. And she looks at you, so she just. I would have taken you for a Lathander woman.
What did she say?
I would have.
Appearances can be deceiving.
I would have taken you for a Lathander woman.
What? Okay, real quick, what's that?
It's one of the
Lathander
gods.
is one of the gods. He is the god of renewal and life. His symbol is a road traveling into the sunrise. You know who Lathander is. That was the god that your fathers were both priests of.
Oh yes, very. As a child, the stories told. I'm very much a believer. Yes, I am. How did you know that?
I just have an eye for these things.
Oh, and my parents, when I was younger too, they'd tell me stories of these wonderful places. The make-believe of the stories they'd say. One would be of the Fey Wilds. Would you have any recollection of those?
Make a persuasion check.
21.
So she's like a late middle age elven woman. So she's about 300-400. I remember those stories. We elves descend from the Feywilds. I used to tell them to my children. Unfortunately, they were all lost in the conquering.
The conquest?
The great conquering, yes. Well, pull up a chair and I'll be happy to share some of the stories.
Very well, very well. Honey, you keep perusing. I'll stay here.
Of course, love. I'll go and have a look for our young daughter. And I'll go and have a look for Koya.
Okay. She's rather easy to find throughout the shouts and the cheers. And you kind of spot her across the crowd. Koya, what are you doing?
Oh, I've just finished my candy, and I am really excited now that another child has stepped up to be throwing darts. Game. Completely unaware of my surroundings now.
Okay. Sorry, you sit down with her, and she kind of has this other woman take over the stall. She goes, well, where to begin? You see the...
What? I'm sorry, go on.
Thank you. The Feywilds are stories that we tell our children to keep them well behaved. You kind of like notice a sense of longing in her face and her voice, and she goes, I would used to tell my kids that one day if they wandered off and did not stay close and under my eye, that one of the members of the Fae would take them and replace him with a child of their own, unknowingly to me, for me to raise him instead of the other. You see, the Fey children age faster in our world. They have so many sorts of rules. If they see something they want it and they ask for it, you're supposed to give it to them, or suffer the consequences of the world. Their food is so delicious and tasty, covered in chocolate and caramel and all sorts of sweets, that even taking one bite would make no other food of this world ever be satisfying enough. And it'll drive you crazy with hunger and gluttony, and you'll be bound to them forever. Never tell them your name or thank them. Like, just
Never tell them. But I was not raised with such manners, though.
The world of the Fae is one with positive energy, an overwhelming amount of the arcane and rules that we don't adhere to here. But those are just stories.
Oh, of course, stories. Oh. But of course, there must be some truth to it, right? All stories start with an idea. Maybe some similarities to something else. Perhaps personal experiences?
I've never met a Fae creature.
My brother once said that he met a Fae creature, but at the same time, I never trusted that man because he got married at a very young age. To a harlot!
Can I offer you a drink? Something warm on this chilly evening.
A drink would be lovely, thank you.
And she kind of like, from a kettle that she kind of has over a small little furnace or fire, she kind of pours some hot tea for you. She goes, I like you. What's your name?
Oh, my name is Sarah.
Sarah. Very nice to meet you.
Likewise.
And you guys just, chat for the next hour, like the next 30 minutes about, the husband, and just the world is full of crazies and all the politicians are corrupt and you could drink some wine right now, all those sort of things.
The crazes of the politicians. My husband, though, what a lovely husband I have. Oh, did you hear about the queen murdered in that one city?
I do believe I've heard about that. Are you talking about Ayash?
I am talking about Ayash. It's crazy what those hoodlums did to her. I was very loyal to the queen myself.
See, so you're from Ayash then?
Yes, I am. We're here traveling on holiday.
I heard that it was she had been possessed by some evil god, and the himbos took her down.
The himbos?
Yes,
I thought they were the criminal organization. That's what was scattered all over the news.
They have a shop actually here. If you right over across the way.
Oh yes, I think I've heard of a shop that sells the best stale bread. I didn't know they ran it though. I might have to go and give it a visit.
Well, I must get off back to work. It was lovely meeting you.
Yes, likewise. Sorry for taking all your time, but let's enjoy the rest of the festival, shall we?
Happy last lights to you.
Happy last lights to you also, dearie.
At this point, Jack, you've met up with Koya, cheering for the kids.
Now where is my daughter?
I see.
Oh,
you
hello.
have treats.
Oh yes, this is a wonderful festival. Ah.
It is. Have you seen anyone suspicious?
Oh, I kind of got distracted by being a
fair.
kid.
That's fair. In fact, that's sort of the idea.
I've yet to be kidnapped, though, if that's what we're asking about.
Yeah, I couldn't help but notice that. Any chance you've seen anyone monk types? Black and red robes, shaved heads, elvish ears.
Well, I hadn't been looking, but I guess I should probably have been. I know monks quite well. And can I take a quick look around?
Make a perception check.
Cool. Could we do it together, or
Sure,
may I
with
help her?
advantage.
Sister.
Well, okay, I got advantage. I got a nat 1 with that one. So, and I nat 20, weirdly enough.
Okay. So, looking around the festival, you notice, there's the normal citizens of all backgrounds and types. You do notice that on one rooftop and another rooftop are these shaved head, red robe, black trim figures. One is a gnome, the other one is a dwarf. They're kind of just like overseeing things, and they seem to like almost melt into the shadow, but like just for that key moment, you just notice them. They don't seem to be looking at you though.
Well, now that you mentioned it, I did see some, just now.
Okay, and I'll look in the direction, and I won't see anything, I suppose. Right. Okay, elvish.
Do I find?
Oh no,
That-
it's a dwarf and a gnome, like me. Well, not gnome. Well, not dwarf. I'm not a dwarf, but like a yes.
Okay, so it's more than just two of them then. Probably a whole group.
And they appeared to melt into the background.
They're sneaky types, eh? And were they just watching over things? Were they doing anything?
Yes, they were just looking about a little bit in their own heads, kind of, but they weren't looking at us.
Could be our abductors. Could be guardians, watchers of some kind. Too early to tell. How are you feeling? Should we retire?
It is getting quite late, and I'm not very strong. But I'm doing a little better, and I'm happy to help with whatever way. I wonder what the others are doing.
Sarah, you feel someone put their hand on, like on your shoulder, well, like on the middle of your arm. They're like, you hear, "Oh, there you are, my dear," and you look down and you see first a halfling man in golden greaves of another person.
Who?
Oh, come now, you must recognize me. It's Lord Lightfine. Here, and he like kind of leans in and whispers, "Come with me back to the tavern."
How do you know it's me? I could have sworn I hid the mustache well.
Your disguise wore off about 10 minutes ago.
No one told me what the fuck. My disguise. I go. Of course, it wore off. I knew that. Actually.
Quickly, back to tavern. I'll send Miss Vale to go get your two other friends.
Meanwhile, we've decided to head back anyway, so we'll probably intercept them.
Damn.
Before we leave, do you think you could buy me another one of those apples?
You need another apple? Sure. Wouldn't mind one myself. And I'll find one.
Why am I still doing?
I'll find a full, and I will buy 3 candied apples.
That would be
I
3
start
silver.
shaking because I'm
3
having
silver?
an identity issue.
All right. So I'll buy 3 candied apples, and I'll try one, and then I'm gonna go abracadabra, and then I'll do the same to the third apple, and try that, and it'll have a taste of kind of like a cinnamon flavor to it, and that should be like delicious. It'll be this like burst of juicy, delicious, spicy flavor.
Right. So
I'm just-
as this has all happened, and Lord Lightfine is like kind of guiding you all to the tower, telling you that you're being watched. Elith,
Yes.
you kneel in the circle that you've drawn in your room and begin to pray to your patron.
Right, and I got a natural 1 for that, so that's a sad champ. I don't know who they are. I don't know who my dad is anymore.
So
Literally.
for a moment, you hear nothing. And then this pain
Uh-oh.
of your life force leaving you as your vision goes dark. And you once again find yourself in the brimstone and sulfur prison of your patron.
Oh, it smells like terrible. Blech.
It smells like the full ass, not half the ass, the full ass.
Literally. Hello? Greetings?
My favor is not easily won.
You got the shitty one.
The creature that you are keeping in your basement, bring it to this circle, slit its throat, in my name.
I'm gonna be pissed if our building explodes because she does this.
And, is that all that you want with it? Or do you want to have any, special I can do anything that you want, really. I mean, I can make it an art project if you'd like. Just let me know.
I will offer you a choice. Would you like a vision of my future? Or a mere fragment of my power?
I want a fragment of your power. That sounds awesome.
Very well.
Honestly, I do
what
this.
I've asked. His like voice is echoing not around the room but inside your head. And I will give you what you desire.
Okay. Cool. Thank you so much. I'll go do that now. And then get back to you at some point. Oh, what's your name, by the way? Just to clarify so we're on the same page. It's
The
I just wanna
vision
make sure I get
has
it correct.
faded already and you're brought
Oh my
back to the candlelight of your room.
All right. Well, I'm pretty sure I know who it is, but I don't. If I mess it up, I mess it up and I die, I guess. So here we go. Oh my gosh. Okay, little kobold homie.
Devil lady?
So. I'm gonna punch him in the head again
Roll
and knock
with-
him out, please.
Roll with advantage.
I'm so sorry. 13.
That
Well,
hits.
12. All right, bonk. Is he passed out again?
You think so?
Okay, I want to put him in the circle.
Okay.
Like take him off the chains and put him in the circle. And then I'm finna slice his throat open. We're finna sacrifice him.
So, as you bring the knife close to his throat, his eyes flick open, and the primal instinct of survival begins to set in. And he's like, "No, no, no!" And as this like dark red ichor, like not like it's blood, begins to gurgle up in his throat and begin to pour out into the circle. Though it is a wooden floor, it trickles in the form that this circle is drawn. The circle that you've learned through the book that has been given to you.
This one is for you, Orcus. Don't blow up my house.
It just sinks into the floor, and then as the candles are blown out and get reignited into this like sickly green flame, but it's not like the orphanage. It is controlled, restrained.
That's good.
You've done well.
Wow.
You feel this kind of withering away within you, not of your body, but yourself. as something has been exchanged this night. And we'll find out what that is next week.
Wait, I would like to know this week, actually. That's fine with everybody. I think we'd like to know.
Roll persuasion.
All right, everyone. Well, first of all,
The DM has a 40 DC on them.
I have a persuasion of 11. I think I can convince him.
well,
Thank you, Sal.
first and foremost, I would like to thank everybody who came and watched the stream today. A huge congrats to that one boy for winning the t-shirt for tonight's session. So congrats to you.
Yeah, that one boy.
Congrats to our role players who have joined the cast for their first session tonight. So congrats to both of you, and I would like to thank all of our role players. First and foremost, Elifasago, our Tiefling Warlock.
Have a good night, and I'm so happy that you two are with us. You guys are so good at it. Oh my gosh. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Good night.
Ember Alfraxius, our Fire Ganasai Wizard.
Welcome, Koya. Welcome, Jack. It's good to have you.
Sararas, our Elven Bard.
Hey,
Shauna Copperstone, our Tabaxi Fighter and Warlock, who unfortunately had to leave us early this evening. But
We
it's great
still
nonetheless.
love him.
And Tucker, our Human Cleric.
That second time I almost died was way too close.
Midnight Jack, our half Elven Rogan Warlock.
You don't know that yet.
And Koya Seneca, our Forest Gnome Monk.
Happy to be here. Maybe some more candy.
savvy guy.
Some more cake.
All right, everyone, we will see you next week, 8
Love your
p.m. Eastern Standard Time here at the Prestige GC channel, or on the podcast network or our YouTube channel. Don't forget to follow our socials. Twitter is at Prestige_GC, and Instagram is Prestige Gaming Community, or you can join our Discord as well. Other than that, we would like to thank Midnight Syndicate once again for providing a lot of the music. You can use the exclamation point Syndicate command to see their channel, or go to midnightsyndicate.com. Thank you, everyone, and have a great rest of your night. Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Have a good night.